You try sitting through nonsense and tell me you don't want to skip ahead when you're like 3 hours deep into the edit and they start talking about personas and shit.
Sonic, how many of Dog's boring fighting game gameplay tangents or whatever?
It's a fighting game channel! It's a podcast about fighting games! Just pull a miskiff.
Enjoy the final episode of the podcast, guys. It's over.
True Underdog is doing the claps right now.
Everyone should do the claps because that would make it easier to sync up when you actually talk.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. You gave me the fucking clap.
Yeah, I got this clap randomly. That's the actual STD. It's not like a gross illness on the crotch. You just gotta randomly clap every now and then with Tourette's.
We want to see your beautiful face.
I'm going all natural this time. I've got just my sunlight. I'm not gonna do the blue lights. We'll see how it goes.
Speaking of all natural, can you see how like messed up how dark my face looks right now?
Nice and tan, huh?
Oh shit!
Right,
Hey,
I am
Tans are
super
awesome.
dark. You can see a comparison of me like before and after. Like yes, I got super sunbaked.
Welcome to the podcast, people. Yo, Mr. Sonic, why are you so
I had a
tan?
really funny intro where I was gonna start doing like Texan like impressions.
If you were gonna do an Australian accent, that would have been the cringiest thing ever. So please.
What I
don't.
was gonna do is I was gonna do a Texan accent, then I'm gonna be, oh yeah, I went to Australia, then I was gonna do an Australian accent. So because you said it's cringe, I'm just gonna skip out on that.
Ah, you're gonna run the full gamut of Black Dragon based accents. Aaron Black, Kano. Then you would have gone for a Cabal, which I guess is maybe like New York.
I guess it's like New York.
Like
Okay, but before we start the episode, everybody, do a funny face or anything. Okay, great. I love everyone's facial reactions here. So that picture I just screenshotted is gonna be the picture I'm gonna use. I'm gonna release a post, and that's gonna be the picture I use when I ask for some Q&A questions. So great job, boys. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. We got lots of topics here, and as you can see, I'm all set up and have a really interesting design because I just came back from a long trip, which I will talk about later on. But for now, boy, oh boy, wasn't that Mortal Kombat announcement exciting? Oh my gosh, that was the most amazing thing that has ever happened. Oops, we are 1 week early. Oh man, dang it. How do we always end up doing this? Man, 1 week early before my video came out, right guys? Jeez, I can't believe we're doing it like this, right guys? My amazing Mortal Kombat video is coming out next week, and we just recorded a podcast episode today. Too bad.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the new trailer, to be fair. I still haven't watched it because I either don't care, but then another half of me is like, I don't want any spoilers, and I'm worried they're going to shove some stupid spoiler into it, so I'm just not watching them for the most part.
wait, it came out? I thought it wasn't out yet.
It's not out yet.
See, because I can't tell, because when we talked about it earlier in the week, I think Dog genuinely didn't I thought it had come out and he just didn't know. So now I'm here thinking, is that still going on, or did it come out and I didn't know? I'm so confused. We swap places. Now I am the ignorant. I am the fool.
That is an essential part to the joke, is that I in the chat had no clue. I thought y'all were talking. I didn't say finish him either. They want you to do your best finish him. I didn't do it. Did you lads do it?
Yeah.
Oh, for context, yeah, like recently they were like,
never pick me.
let's do your best, finish him, or like get over here, like and record it, then send it to like, then hashtag it, and you might show up in the trailer. I was planning on doing it, but I was on my vacation, I was on my trip, and I was gonna be on my bed, hold my phone, and be like, finish him, or something like shit like that. But that was too cringy. Yeah. So I was just like,
do the most awkward down up angle. Try to give yourself the biggest double chin.
Yes.
Finish him.
Exactly.
I swear, you know it's rigged. We know it's rigged, everybody. If even two like famous Mortal Kombat channels make it in, because the odds are so staggering. If we see like Supers finish him and Uncaged Games finish him, and maybe Cabooses, we know that it's rigged. We know they're just like say, hey, everyone, do your finish him, but also we're just gonna put the same 3 people we put in everything.
Yeah, it depends. I think on who's doing it. Is it Warner Bros. / New Line Cinema, or is NetherRealm going to be involved? Because if it's NetherRealm, they're going to go, we're going to pick these guys. These movie people who don't know a fucking thing about games, they might not. They might go. No, they'll probably go whichever one got the most likes.
How dare you talk
probably
about Red Letter Media that way? I love those guys.
I don't think they give a shit about MK enough.
No,
though,
they probably don't. But I want them to, because I would love to see their laid-back sofa review of Mortal Kombat. So, like, anyway, I'm watching the movie, and Scorpion comes in and just tears a dude's spine out. And I'm like, whoa, what kind of movie is this, guys?
I'd love to see them like sat on the couch watching 2021, watching all the fast cuts.
Oh, yeah,
like,
they die laughing.
What was it, like 12 cuts in 4 seconds. And Jay just goes, this is borderline experimental.
That entire clip. Does Sonic know about that? The Resident Evil clip when they just go nuts watching that? Oh, God.
Yes, they just start losing their mind watching one clip. They just start like they can't stop laughing. It's one of my favorite clips of Red Letter Media.
That man's laugh could cure cancer, I swear. You just gotta like let people listen to it for a few hours.
Well, maybe because like Dog said, because it's a case of they clearly had the marketing planned out up to October, so we're going to pace it around release in October. Then they extended it by like 8 months, so now they have to add new stuff. They have to show new stuff. So I reckon we're going to see someone die.
No,
almost die.
No.
I do. I reckon we're going to get, or at least heavy implication that this character is going to die at this point. I really think that, because there's not much else you can really show at this point, unless there's like a big twist that halfway through the movie it turns into MK3 or something.
They better not do that. I
there was a part of me. There was a part of me that thought, are we gonna just get the full like Baraka like fight scene? But then I'm like, but that's the exclusive thing at the what was it, San Diego Con or something like that. So I don't think we're getting that. So I think it really is just gonna be like whatever they could cut together. That isn't gonna be. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I do not think they're gonna show death. So personally speaking.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it last time.
Yeah.
The last film, rather.
But they learned. They learned from last time. They keep using the last movie as the bad example. They learned.
When is the last time you knew anything from Mortal Kombat to learn from their mistakes?
The Legends movie.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that. Okay. They did in fact learn.
With like, wait, snowblinds?
Well, yeah, they decided let's scale it down more. Let's tell a smaller story. So that's why I think the movie's better.
They put out the worst MK movie to ever exist, and then they put out one of the best.
Well, to be fair, like I feel like Snowblind probably had a lot of haters too because of the whole Shang Tsung debacle. But it just depends. You and I all liked it because we watched it together. But I feel like if I had watched that alone, I'm not sure how I would have felt to see Kano done
it's got good reviews.
To see Shang Tsung done so dirty. But yeah, I thought it was hilarious because you guys were there. I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
I do like Snowblind, though. I do. I think Cage Match is also really good.
Hell yeah. We'll talk about MK next time. Today we got other, like, obscure fighting games that we should talk about. Like this other one. It's called Tokon Announcements. Like, what the hell is Tokon? Tokon?
Is that a Tekken ripoff?
Sure sounds like it.
Is this like like one of those Pokemon like Pokken? Tekken,
oh yeah, that's right.
Tokon?
New 3D fighter.
Is this
finally?
a Tokusatsu game with Kamen Rider and Super Sentai? Even though Super Sentai's dead. Is that what this is?
Dead.
Anyways, new Tokon trailer, guys. Woo! What happened?
People are happy and angry at the same time because they're really hyped for some characters. They're also upset that other characters aren't going to be in likely, and that's because Maximilian dropped the ball. He's like, wait, that might be the only X-Men we get because they're in teams of 4.
I agree with that.
So,
yeah,
that's pretty big, right? The only X-Men we're getting.
We just got the trailer, and so it shows off the X-Men, and so it's the Unbreakable X-Men, which is such a cool name to put onto them, which I can't think of like any other time they've, because Marvel likes to use adjectives at the start of a character name, like Invincible Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Uncanny X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, 1,000 of them for Spider-Man. So Unbreakable, I don't think that's been done before, which is great. But anyway, so we already knew Storm.
By the way, English voice acting confirmed.
Yes, the English dub confirmed with Sindel herself, Mara Juno, returning as Storm from MVC3 and Marvel Rivals. So
and Cosmic Invasion,
neat.
I believe, right?
Yes. And Wolverine, of course it's Steve Bloom.
Hell yeah.
Why would it not be Steve Bloom? Also from Rivals and 1,000 other things he's played in.
Yes.
Then Magic, looking a lot like the Rivals version, but like slimmer, not like she don't look as built as the one from Rivals.
Animified, I would say. Animified.
Yes.
And Dark Child form
voice
is
actor
just
compared to that.
red skin instead of monster form.
yeah, it looks. It's lame, but I get it because you already have like 8 character models active at once. It's probably for the best that it's not. Intensive.
Yeah, and during her super move, she gets like a third form. It looks like she changes again. So her level 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have what I imagine would be the most controversial pick is Danger. Now a lot of people are just like, who the fuck is Danger? Well, in X-Men comic lore, what happened was the Danger Room became an android, a sentient android. It's like a robot woman, and her name is Danger. And then they had to get like another Danger Room thing set up because now this is Danger, which I'm pretty sure means that there's 2 of them. There's 2 times when the X-Men have had some iconic bit of the iconography become a robot girl. Because it also happened with Cerebro.
Oh yeah, Cerebro.
Which was Cerebro. Which, anyway, so I love the joke that in order to appeal to Marvel vs. Capcom 3 fans, we took the practice room and turned her into an anime waifu.
I love that joke. Yes.
Very funny, very funny Twitter person. Yeah, you won that day. You were the hero.
Paige catches on fire.
But yeah, so as has been stated here, if that is the whole team, all the X-Men we're getting, I'm sure there'll be more in DLC. But as far as like the initial lineup, is that all? If that's all the X-Men you get in Wolverine, Storm, perfect sense. Storm is stated to be the leader, which makes sense. She often is when Cyclops isn't around. And then Magic, sure, she's been getting a lot of popularity lately. She got her own series, which didn't go over well, but
yeah, I never even heard about it.
Danger, like Danger would be I feel like Danger would be a good DLC pick. I'm not sure about placing her on the main roster. Maybe they got some really cool gameplay ideas for her. Maybe they have a cool story thing. It's just an interesting choice.
Yeah.
It's good to see more obscure characters get in, but when you are limited to just the 4, I mean, Rivals has like half its roster is going to be X-Men before too long. They're just constantly adding new X-Men to it. This, probably not going to do that. I mean, it would be funny if it was like, oh, this is Arxis. They can't add just Goku. So they're just going to add... No, it wouldn't be X-Men. It'd be Spider-Man. It'd be Spider-Man and Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Scarlet Spider, Iron Spider, Spider-Man, Spider-Girl, Spider-Man.
True.
But yeah, I think it's an interesting pick. It remains to be seen what they do with the rest, because this could be a sign that they're going to get really weird with it. Like maybe 4 Avengers. Well, we've got Cap and Tony. You'd assume Thor and Hulk. What if not? What if one of them is being left out for Wonder Man?
Oh,
what if we
that's right.
get the Vision or something really dumb?
Something really dumb.
It'll be interesting. It's interesting to look at and see where they're going to go with this. But yeah, Danger may not be the right pick, depending on how you look at it. I guess
Danger.
We'll see. And then I wonder if Danger will get so much popularity through this, perhaps like Magic did with Rivals, that maybe Danger might show up in the X-Men 97 cartoon in season 2 or 3.
I got some opinions.
And then,
but Dog, do you want to start?
Yeah, so I think that Danger is definitely for the Japanese audience. They're like, here you go. This is your anime-ass robo waifu. Well, I'm just being honest, because like it came out recently with Street Fighter 6 and all that, like their core audience is still Japan, despite it being very known worldwide. Like most of their money comes from Japan, so they're catering really hard in that area. And I think that's going to be happening with Marvel Tokon too. They're like, yeah, it's Marvel, but also we got to have some of that, It's like how Luna Snow was put in Marvel Rivals because,
To cater to...
Exactly. Yeah, so no one else knew who the fuck that was. So that's who that was.
Look, we got Jeff to cater to everybody.
She's literally
that's all
from
that
a
matters.
mobile game. I don't think she even made it into the comics until after she was put into Rivals.
Exactly.
No. She definitely made it to the comics
game.
somewhere. I know, Rivals wasn't like the first time.
How do you know,
I'm pretty
Sonic?
Sure
Do you know which comics she shows up
Fine,
in?
I'm gonna
or are you just guessing?
I don't
You're just
care
pulling it out of
enough.
your booty.
No, I just know because
I mean, I can certainly confirm that she made it into the comics before she made it into Fortnite.
Definitely, yes.
Which is not on our list, but yeah, that's that Sims 4 looking ass version of Luna. It's funny because I've seen Luna models. I've seen the model from the original game she's in. Wow, she looks like fucking dog shit in everything except Rivals.
Ironically, that Fortnite model looks quite like the mobile game model. actually, so it's pretty accurate to her original
that was
design.
probably the intention, but unfortunately, it's terrible. It looks awful.
What are you, the Overwatch fans getting mad about the face not looking correct and demanding Blizzard change everything? Anyway, that's a whole different can of worms.
It's funny you mention Overwatch because we are getting Overwatch characters in Fortnite soon.
That's right, actually.
And they're probably going to look really bad.
To be fair, Luna Snow Fortnite does look very cursed. She has that weird mannequin face where I can't tell if that's even a human. It's very odd and off-putting, which is funny.
Which sucks because I think Fortnite can make really good skins.
Yeah. Ironic that the Snow character should probably go back in the oven for another couple of weeks.
So, I got some opinion about the X-Men rosters. On one hand, X-Men is quite the sacred thing for people to be like, it's really hard to get this correct, or you got to be very precise. And now that we kind of got the characters that are representing the X-Men in Tokon, it's like, ooh, is this really like the best choice? It's just like, obviously people were bringing up like Cyclops, you got like all the other like characters, I don't know, Jean, I don't know, like, then the classic was even the more like, maybe not the super classic, but like Gambit, Rogue are also pretty beloved. Beast and all these other characters. In the background, Nightcrawler.
That'd be so sick.
Xavier, weirdly enough.
God, I want Nightcrawler.
It's like there are so many characters that are like ahead of the line that they don't pick, but also if you look at the what's Xavier School called again? Like the place?
The Xavier Institute.
Yeah. If you look at that stage that's just in the game, you can see in the background the X-Men characters are just background props. So it's like, oh, does that deconfirm like Angel? You see them in the background. Does it deconfirm Iceman and stuff like that? So that kind of brings a big like, thing to mention. All right, go ahead, Snake.
I've had a couple of realizations. One is that, so how much of Danger's gameplay did we see?
Quite a lot, actually. Like, she just uses a lot of
giant fucking drill.
Giant drill, laser, flies around and shit.
So I'm wondering, because the Danger Room can project like hard light holograms, including of people, is it possible that they put her in so they can go, well, she can do a move from Colossus. She can do a move from Nightcrawler.
I think if they did that, they would have shown it very early on.
She's the Triborg of the game. Like here's how you get all these other characters in the game through
that would
her.
upset so many people. Like that seems like an idea, but
it would.
Yeah, that's always something that seems like an idea and nobody ever likes it. Every fighting game studio thinks, oh, we'll just have this character be a blend of both of these characters, and fans go, no. The only time it's ever worked is Triborg, but that's because there are 3 separate characters you can play as that are combined into one slot, pretty much. If Triborg was one character who just changes color and doesn't attack, people wouldn't like him.
Yeah, if it was just Robot Chameleon.
Dog, actually, Snake, I'll ask you this. What did you think about Katana having Jade's staff in MKX?
I didn't really mind, to be honest. I know some people got really upset about it, but I mean, I imagine that they didn't decide to give Katana that before deciding Jade wasn't making the roster. I'm sure it was a case of Jade's not making the roster, she's just not. But let's do this for Jade fans.
Yeah.
Just a little thing. Same with Melina in MK11.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The fact Katana had got Melina Sai, I think proves that they never planned to put Melina in the game until the stands got mad about it. So, yeah, I think a lot of the time it really is just like a case of, we want to make people happy, we want to do this thing, but a lot of people I get too entitled. I'm not sure that's quite the right word, but they're like, no, I want this thing fully. I want this every time. But it's like, no, other people need to be served. We need to let other people have their characters. Like, if you could have Jade in Yes Another Game or Kenshi, who's been in like half as many, most people I think would pick Kenshi because he's not been around as much.
It depends, yeah. It depends.
I know a lot of people who will go, no, Jade, she's one of the originals. She has to make it in. I hate those people. I wanna meet them and tell them how they're wrong. But unfortunately, it's never going to happen. 2
perspectives, right? As a YouTuber, number one, I've noticed that making a Jade video doesn't tend to do very well. So I'm sorry, but the Jade fans are massively overrepresented. Number 2, just because you're an old school character doesn't mean you guarantee a spot. I wish it did, but it really is just like popularity. Like Juri, for example, in Street Fighter. She's not an OG, but goddamn, she should be in every game. Like base roster, because we fucking love Juri. That's just the fact. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Sorry.
Wow. All right.
Don't follow me, camera.
There he goes. Let me show you this.
Well, I guess you can tell Dog's chair what you think of the Tokon stuff.
I was just about to end it by saying, like, on one hand, it's like you really got to be sacred with the X-Men roster. So the fact that if this is the only X-Men roster we've got, then holy crap, this is quite the big upset. But on the other hand, like, we say all the time, in fact, I would also even say this to you, Snake. You stated before, it's just like, stop giving us the expected boring-ass roster, go with some more newer shit in all sorts of fighting games, whether it be Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. So in Marvel, the things that you would expect to be there is now kind of not there. Magic and Danger as a pick? Like, what the hell?
When you look at it from the perspective of we get 4 X-Men in, half of them are the expected ones. Storm, Wolverine, probably the 2 most popular of the X-Men, if you don't count like Deadpool as an X-Man. They're the must-haves. And then you have 2 other characters who have never been in a fighting game other than like mobile stuff.
Sure.
Like Magic was never in MVC, so let's give her a shot. And then you have Danger. That's a bizarre pick, but it is something different. I mean, there's a balance in that. You can't go too random. You can't just go like, I like the character of Dust. I don't think she'd be a good fit to be one of the 4 X-Men in the game, but yeah, you are correct. Like, you do need to have the expected stuff and some new stuff, because you never know. When you get Magic or Danger, they might become one of your favourites as a result of this. If it's just the same handful over and over again, you don't get new favourites.
Which is why I think Cosmic Invasion has a great roster. It's a great balance of characters that are like familiar and fan favorites, and then some pretty wild picks. It's like you would obviously Iron Man, Captain America, but no Hulk, no Thor, She-Hulk, and Beta Ray Bill. What? That's why I think that's a really great roster. Yeah. I'm kind of seeing that in Tokon right now. I kind of feel that a little bit here currently. So
it's also you get a Rocket without Groot.
Amazing.
Because those two kind of been stapled together for so
that's
long.
True.
Like Ultimate Alliance 3 had them as one character. They were one character slot, so you could have the full Guardians team. So it's nice to see like one of those characters get to just go off and do their own thing, because I'm pretty sure Rocket debuted before that incarnation of the Guardians. He was already his own thing, and then got brought into this with Star-Lord. So it's nice to see him get to go off and do his own thing again. Similar to Mothra when she got her own films in the Millennium era after decades of just being a Godzilla character. Very nice.
Now that they have an X-Men trailer, the X-Men team, they ended off with the fact that like they showed like these 5 characters as if like they're going to be the team leaders of their team. So now people are predicting, does that mean that the characters are going to be like related to these other 4 characters that are going to like the Avengers team, the Spidey team, the villain team, and stuff like that? So I just want to talk about that fact.
So I think it would be then the Web Warriors. So Penny's probably going to make it in.
I can see.
Maybe Gwen or Miles. Then of the Avengers, obviously Cap and Iron Man. Hulk and Thor make a lot of sense. It might be nice. It might be nice to give one of them a miss. Although Cosmic Invasion did just give those 2 a miss, so maybe So who knows? But they'll be in DLC for sure if they don't make it into the game. Unless we have like, here's Thunderstrike instead of Thor. Unless we get that, they're gonna make DLC. Doom obviously would be the Masters of Evil, so it's going to be a bunch of villains. Hoping for Baron Zemo personally, and I hope Deadpool doesn't just go in that, because Deadpool I'm sure will make the roster. I don't want Deadpool to just go in the villain team. And then Ghost Rider would probably represent like Midnight Suns or Marvel Knights.
Where does
or something.
Ms. Marvel
just, like,
go, by the way? She's already on the roster.
Extras.
Right? That's a weird one. People are saying the Ghost Rider might be the weirder one, now if you think about it.
Yeah. She's a big fan of Spider-Man, so she could go with Spidey. I mean, this
street level. That's right.
That is what this means.
That was one of the themes too.
Yeah. So Spidey leading the Marvel Knights, just like Spidey and her and like Iron Fist, Daredevil, Luke Cage, that kind of character. And then we have like Doctor Strange and stuff going with Ghost Rider. It makes sense. I mean, this is already a good sign, because that would imply that a fifth of the roster are going to be villains. It's more than Marvel Rivals has.
Most fighting games.
Yeah. I mean, MVC 3, I think, had like 4 Marvel villains in the initial roster. Even though the plot setup was the villains of the 2 universes are teamed up, and it's literally Doctor Doom, Magneto, Super Skrull, and Dormammu teamed up with Albert Wesker. That was the team up. And that doesn't even matter, because Galactus then shows up.
You don't understand, Snake. All right, Wesker has a gun. All right, they're in for it.
Well, now Doom has a gun.
That's true. I love that.
That's true.
He's traded in his foot dive for Glock.
I'm gonna miss the foot dive, man. But it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but actually, I just realised if that is what this means, if this is all we're gonna get, what team's missing here?
Avengers, X-Men, Spidey,
Team Ghost Rider?
villains, Fantastic Four.
Yes.
I've heard about that one. Yeah.
Where are the FF? I mean, maybe it depends on how the DLC's done. The DLC could be individual characters, or the DLC could be, well, this season is this team, so this is the Fantastic Four season. This season will be this, or what have you.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case because they have confirmed year 1 characters in Stage Pass. So I don't think they're going to be like, year 1, Johnny, the Human Torch. And then like later, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman. Like that's the entire year. You're just going to slowly reveal the Fantastic Four. That doesn't sound exciting. You know what I mean?
I want Team Hulk.
Like,
give me Hulk, She-Hulk, Red Hulk, and Red She-Hulk.
There's a cartoon that did that. Go watch it. We're not doing that here. But yeah, it does feel good to be a Marvel fan for games again, because there was that period at the end of the Infinity Saga where everything had to be like the movies. You couldn't get X-Men, you couldn't get Fantastic Four. Now they have that, and not just the big names. Now we get Magic, Elsa Bloodstone, Danger. These characters are showing up in stuff like. It's great. It's so surprising to see these characters showing up in things. I'm excited to see them all. I mean, it does mean that certain characters I like are less likely to show up, unfortunately. I would love to see Emma show up in this. I'd love to see She-Hulk and Psylocke. But then we also have that other game, that Mystic thing, with all the really out there designs, because they're just showing off Emma for it. And it's like, yeah, Emma looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
put her in Tokon. I want to see what these devs would do with Emma and She-Hulk and Psylocke in the background is just a basic bitch Psylocke costume, the same one they use in Fortnite, I think. Like, really go all in. What do these guys do with Psylocke? Come on.
True.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that with Wolverine, how his outfit is actually very underwhelming, given some of the cool redesigns we got for characters. Because it looks like regular Wolverine, except they gave him this weird thing on the side that looks so out of place, and I'm like, what's that supposed to even be?
like lean into the ninja or samurai stuff.
Like what they did with Iron Man.
He spent some time in Japan. What if in this version his marriage in Japan lasted and it worked
cute.
out, and now he's a samurai, the head of a samurai clan or something. That could be so cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually,
too.
that's a good point. I guess we'll find out how the story mode goes, because there is going to be like a character episodes or something like that. It's like they're leaning on something. So
if they do individual character stories, are they going to contrive ways for the team to work? So you play as Spider-Man, and it's like, well, every scene is like, oh, here's 3 heroes I can team up with to fight these 4 guys. Or will they actually be like, no, well, this fight you only get in Spider-Man, this one you get 2 guys.
Yeah, could be more.
Or would they do team story modes? Will it be, here's the X-Men story mode, the Avengers story mode, the Masters of Evil story mode?
Interesting food for thought.
Yes.
Anyways, we could honestly go on about Tokon for a while, but I'm just saying, at least we can be excited for August about this game, and more info to come as the months go by. But we were saying, like, it's a good year, it's a good time to be an X-Men fan, a Marvel fan. It's also just a good time to be like a freaking fighting game fan with the amount of like new information that's gone out, whether it be DLC or even new fighting game information. We can move on to the next one, which we do shit talk this game quite often sometimes, but I think it's quite interesting to talk about.
From Tokon to Tekken.
Smooth
terrible.
transition. Look at that.
So we got the new season announcements, and they are. I don't remember who the first 2 were.
You don't? it's
Kunimitsu,
it's Ninja
Bob.
Girl and your favorite Bob.
Yes, from Japan it's Kunimitsu. From America it's Bob, and from Australia it's SonicHaXD.
Let's go!
Yo,
I literally saw it in Australia. I'm not even joking. When I saw the trailer, I was like, "Yo, my gosh, I'm here! Look at that!"
I feel bad for the Marduk fans because from Australia, it's like, because that's the only Australian character if you don't think about the kangaroos, and it's like, yeah, Marduk, yes, and then it's like, check it out, Lise, you can pinpoint the exact moment where his heart rips in half.
Yeah. Did you see Kenny's reaction too? Did you see like the
Roger Jr. And it's like,
I got hype.
It's like Roger Jr. It's like Mrs. Rogers now buff.
Yeah,
and she's got Junior not in her pouch.
I know that
in
I'm wrong,
shorts.
but I'm still holding on to hope that it's the dad.
And it's like,
I don't care.
It should be. It should be. It really should.
That was why I thought it was dad,
the
too.
trunks
Not because
pouch?
he was buff.
Yeah, because he's
pouch.
buff,
Yeah,
and like, why would you need the shorts? It's such a weird thing to do. So it would make sense if it should just say Roger if it was the male.
That's
male
true.
Roger.
So it's the baby all grown up.
It's
That'd
like,
be cool.
Come on, guys.
That was a theory that people had.
Advance the narrative, guys.
We're probably all wrong, by the way, everyone.
Advance
but
the
it's
narrative.
just fun to think.
I want to see Roger getting buff and swole, so we can knock on the door of his ex-wife and go, "Hey, Alex, new guy, no more of this cuckoldry." Well, bam, and then Alex comes back super buff in the next season. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's my turn, bitch," and then we just have that every game. Those two just coming back and just beat the shit out of each other, fighting over this kangaroo woman. Meanwhile, she's just off doing her own thing, fighting in the tournaments, and these two are just like having these like Eye of the Tiger showdowns in the background while Mrs. Rogers just raising her son right.
And this will be the best Tekken story since Tekken 4.
It would unironically be a better story than the main story.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Okay, now you joke, but seriously, this aside, if there's not an alternate costume where you turn into Alex, I'm gonna be very upset because I really want it.
I hope.
I really,
That's all
really
I
want it.
That's all I want.
Well,
I'm gonna come back to Tekken 8
Doesn't
just for that.
Roger Jr. have certain moves where like the baby does?
That's
some
fine.
punches?
We
Yeah.
can just have it
Yeah.
to where he has the trunks with the pouch too, and he can use the baby also because he did help raise the kid. If those endings are canon.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
he's the stepdad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
But in his costume, Roger Jr. is wearing like a Velociraptor costume.
That'd be very cute.
That'd be very cute.
So he's dressing like his stepdad. He's like, yeah, let's go. And he's got a cute little outfit, and then Dog can show his girlfriend. She can go squee.
Oh, yeah. She's already a little bit excited for Roger, but she's like, I really want Alex. It's like when someone gives you a Diet Coke when you wanted the Coke Zero. It's like, it's close, but it's not what I want.
Sonic is also excited for Roger, but he's like, I'd rather be Alex.
I have posted my tweet about it too. Although I will say there is this part of me that's kind of like, as much as I want Alex, he has not been in a mainline game since T2. Like everything else he's been in is like side games, you know. So it's just like Roger Jr. has been in since Tekken 6. So there is this. It's minute, but it is there. There was a chance, at least a skin.
Yeah. There is obvious favoritism for the newer character, not just because Harada said, people don't know who Alex is. Yeah, because you don't put him in the fucking games. It's like this character's been around more recently, and like it's easy to implement the characters from Tekken 7. It's easier, but that's not an excuse. We should be having at least one slot per season where it's like, well, here's a character we've not seen in a while. Like, where's Wang Jinrei?
Which is why I think the list is pretty good, because we actually have two currently. Two characters that haven't been in since T6.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Bob is not in T7, Snake.
I think he was.
Yes, he was.
Bob was in Tekken 7.
He was.
Pretty much
Oh, shit,
everybody was in Tekken 7.
I thought he
that's
wasn't.
the sad fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only Roger? Roger Jr.?
Only Roger.
My bad then.
Yes.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that's true. Sorry. I thought you were onto something. Like you're going to reveal something I didn't know, but
Okay,
no.
well, it's Roger Jr. then. That's my point.
Yeah, Tekken 7 had the floral shirt. Bob wore like what I was wearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember specifically because his ending is that he beats up, I think it's Brian Fury, and then the stage collapses underneath him because he's fat.
That's it. Okay.
Because he's fat.
And somehow that's not the worst one, because the tentacle hentai joke exists with Leo.
No, I thought you were going to bring up Eddie. Never mind.
Oh, well, there's that too. Like, there's a lot of disrespect for the characters in Tekken 7. Tekken 7 is a fucking dumpster fire. Unfortunately, when you're summarising the plot of Tekken 7, of the franchise, 7 is so irrelevant you can skip it.
Because the death didn't even
Nothing
matter.
changed by skipping 7.
At this point.
Like, you can just imagine when Lars shoots at Heihachi and he catches a bullet with his teeth. Imagine he didn't. Imagine he gets shot in the head, goes down, then the Tekken monks come in and go, oh, let's get him to safety. And then that's how he gets his amnesia. Fuck it. Tekken 7 doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, it's kind of funny. I like how we were talking about the DLC and we've basically only been talking about Roger Jr. this whole entire time. We didn't even talk about Kunimitsu.
In our defense, he's the only interesting one. Kunimitsu, at least her redesign, looks interesting. It's like not even a little bit of purple anymore. She's got her whole new color scheme. That's probably smart in the long run, especially if they want to make her gameplay even more different. Kunimitsu is one of those characters that's going to divide people, because in Tekken 7, she was one of those, are we even playing Tekken characters? Because she's got so much nonsense.
Yeah.
She has like 15 different command dashes. She'll fit great in Tekken 8 because it's so aggressive. She has this projectile she throws that if it hits you, she just teleports to you, gets a full little mini combo that wall splats, I think. So you get a follow-up. So she was just like, she was like Clive and shit before they showed up, you know? So.
I'm just excited for her domain expansion. Since they do that in Tekken 8 right now. How like insane it's gonna be.
Domain expansion. That's funny. I love that shit. I need to watch the new episode still. I keep forgetting. Anyway.
I'm caught up, so good luck with you. Also, there's going to be a fourth. They say it's going to be a new character, so I almost feel like it's going to be a more original, brand new character than it's going to be a guest character. But what do you guys think about that?
I feel like if it was going to be a guest, they would have said it would be a guest. I feel like saying new character suggests it's something.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Which I think is actually really good. It's actually a sign that Tekken is doing things better than the others, because the others like to do the guest characters and here's this character, bunch of returning characters. But the DLC for fighting games tend not to have new characters a lot of the time. But I think that's a good opportunity to test out ideas. I mean, think about it. If they didn't put Luke in Street Fighter 5, and people said, "Oh, that's awful, that's shit, we don't like that," and then they revamped him for 6, we could have had 5 Luke in 6.
Ah.
And that would have been the worst. No one would like him because people hated him when he started. It was a good testing ground for new ideas, especially late in the game's lifespan, where it's like the competitive scene's somewhat dying off anyway. So fuck it, let's just throw in some stupid bullshit, see what sticks. Ruin the game competitively forever. Who cares? They'll be on the next one in like 4 months.
I mean,
anyway.
the competitive scene is almost already gone for Tekken 8 anyway. Like, people are still playing it in tournaments, obviously, but what I mean is, the universal agreed opinion is this is not real Tekken. This is Tekken 8. Like, Tekken 7 was already a weird Tekken, but it was fine. This is like just a new Tekken. Like, it don't count.
I mean, what's it called? I feel like they're gonna start transitioning to Virtua Fighter and Dead or Alive soon. At this point, it's like if they don't.
Yeah, that's true.
I like your reaction, Snake.
I mean, there's certainly something to say about that's a threat. I don't think that people will go over to 6 because 6 last round isn't looking like it's going to be the big revival.
I'm talking about the new games. I'm not talking about I'm saying.
Yeah, well, the new one's going to be a while off. I think Tekken. I feel like by the time that game comes out, Tekken 8 will be done.
Probably.
You never know, because I mean, they just keep going sometimes, it seems.
That's true. Well, actually, Tekken 7 did last for a very long time, so, it's a good point.
I'm glad we're not getting Marduk. I'll say that. I know I'm always this weird opinion guy on this podcast. I'm glad we're not getting Marduk. I think he's fine, but I mean, Marduk over Roger, no. I'm glad to get a character that was actually missing for a game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. Especially when it's like, we're not just selling the same DLC character again. Because here's the thing. With MK, at the very least, when they sell you Rain in MK9 and 11, those are 2 completely different movesets.
Yeah,
they play completely differently. And then with Tekken, it's like, no, Anna is still, well, I think they did change Anna a bunch, but like, these characters are still predominantly the same. It's still the same for the most part.
Dog is the expert on this, and he thinks it's very different.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, Tekken is the characters stay a lot more static mechanically compared to MK. So,
okay.
So in a weird way, MK selling you the same character again is completely different compared to Tekken doing it, which is a weird thing to say, but yeah, somehow when Tekken does it, it's worse.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that Tekken 8 already has the meme of, this is the Tekken 7 like DLC expansion. Every DLC character, not all of them, sorry, that's a gross exaggeration, but I think at least half of the DLC have been returning Tekken 7 characters, and people are like, so.
Yeah, I mean, the first season, it was 3 out of the 4.
So it might be closer to say 75% have been Tekken 7. And then you have the idiots.
Someone made a list. Someone made a statistic.
This is season 3 we're getting onto now, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so I'm just mixing it up in my head what season 1 and 2 were. I need to reevaluate my
And then
life.
you have the fans online who are worse than Snake because they go, well, what characters weren't in Tekken 7? Come on. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? I can name like 5 off the top of my head.
There's a list.
Oh, Clive was this game. Fuck,
yes.
I forgot. I thought he was in the last one. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So season 1, it's Eddie, Lydia, and Heihachi, all from 7. Lydia's repeat DLC. Yep. Then we had Clive.
New character.
Then season 2 is Anna, Fakumram, Armor King, and Mieri Zoe. All 3 of those before her were DLC. Mm-hmm. All 3 of them. and one of them was like the most hated Tekken character ever.
Oh, you're
like,
right.
What?
They're all repeat DLC. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
telling you. And you're paying for them twice. That's the reason it's annoying, because like Snake said, Tekken characters are more similar than almost any other repeat DLC in a fighting game, because most fighting games completely overhaul. Tekken is famous for not doing that. So you really should bring new characters, or like what I mean is characters that weren't in the previous game, if you're going to do DLC. Like you're playing with fire to keep making people buy the same characters over and over. Mm-hmm. Well, at least the story is way better, and we might get a story pack number 2.
Really?
Or number 3, I mean.
I would love to. I would love to see a story pack number 2, but
It's number 3, I forgot.
ooh, with Roger? Wait, actually, hang on.
That's what I'm saying. It could be some goofy
Roger
romp
Jr.
nonsense, where it's like a side story that's just silly. Yeah.
Oh, actually, if you look at the art of the characters, Bob's holding a massive rice ball. What if he's journeying in Japan, eating all the cool Japanese food, and he meets Kunimitsu, and they find Roger Jr. It's like, yo, that's where you've been all this time. You're training in the mountains of Japan. You're on Mount Fuji, and then they're the first line of defense when Heihachi is making his way back towards civilization. Each season is the next set of guys that Heihachi is just going to beat the shit out of. And then like, oh, here's the new guy who's just like some big roidhead or something, like the next fucking ram, and he's like, I will fight you, Heihachi Mishima. What if the next character? No, we got it. The next character is Jinpachi's wife.
Sure. Why not? I was.
But she's not an old woman. She's specifically not an old woman. She looks like 25.
Exactly. Yes.
Even though her son
Makes
is like
sense.
That's the
76.
rule. I mean, to be fair, Snake, that sounds like a wild idea, but they've literally never done a woman in Tekken who looks over like 35.
Yes.
No, they like I made a whole video about that. How they don't do that. They always find some way to bullshit around them. Being looking under a certain age, or they just get rid of them. And Kazumi, remember Kazumi Mishima, her son is in his 40s. The way they get around that, she's not even alive anymore. She's been dead for fucking 30
Or she's
years.
in a coma, and everyone knows when you're in a coma, you just don't age.
Yes. Well, the thing about June is you think about it and you go, oh yeah, well that's why she's not aged, because she was in a coma. No. She's only in the coma for like 5 years. The first 19 years before she was attacked by Ogre, like she should have been aging. June just doesn't age for some reason.
She's got angel powers.
Don't forget, like Sonic said, June might actually be dead. We never see her interact with anyone besides Jin and like Kazuya, who she could be visiting in spirit form.
Maybe. Well, I forgot.
Because she only shows up when Kazuya's face down in the dirt, half dead. So that could just be a ghost.
My hope is that this weird thing they do with the women was a Harada thing specifically, and that with him gone, the new guy can come in and go, well, we're not going to do that. We're going to actually have the characters age naturally. That's my hope. I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying my hope is, with this new era of Tekken, that's something that could change.
Snake, that's not a thing with Harada. That's a thing with Japan. Or actually, I guess in a way, modern society. Can you think of another old woman in
what
fighting
if the new
games
guy's like, yo, that's dumb.
You don't got to be old. You just got to kind of look your age. I think every woman in MK1 looks old when they shouldn't even. Like, Lee May looks old. But I guess Lee May should look old, actually. Never mind. That's a bad example. Yeah.
Well, for the character, no. But for the reinvention, yes. Because she's like the mentor figure.
Fair.
But the original Lee May is like, she should feel like a 20-year-old.
The original, yeah. What was I going to say? But actually, I just thought of a really funny thing, because you were talking about like what would the new character be, and just my mind, I'm just thinking, because you were thinking about the scenario about like the story mode and stuff like that. You were thinking, oh, Bob, Roger Jr. and Kunimitsu are going on an adventure, and they're gonna go fight the ultimate like boss character. Who else can they bring back? It's gonna be a random
Alex.
Joe. However, this random Joe inherits the power of unknown. It's the only other boss character I can think of that they haven't done anything with. They've done Ogre. I mean, they brought him Ogre back.
You're wrong. You're wrong, Sonic. Heihachi and Reina or some other evil individual group are going to find that same tree that Jin was in. They're going to go there, corrupt the spirit of June, and she's going to become unknown. They're going to
they're going to officially bring unknown to the canon.
That's not. Problem is, that's not a new character. Although, what would be a new character is if I forgot what I was going to say. Yes, if they have a new form for an existing character. if they have Devil Reina as DLC,
oh
that's
my
a
gosh,
new
it's so
character.
easy. It's just like that. It's so easy.
So she's got Heihachi's moves, and she has Devil Jin's moves, which are a mix of Devil, Kazuya, and June. So she has all these moves from all these characters, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, I can also open my stomach like a mouth,
cool.
like Jinpachi." Oh. So she has his moves as well.
To be fair,
oh no, yeah, that's literally all she's gonna be. She's gonna be. We're gonna take Jinpachi's moveset and give it to a hot woman, because that's what we did with Ogre. It's what we did with Tengu from Dead or Alive, and that's the new meta. Is take these old guys, get them the fuck out of our fighting games, and give their moves to a hot lady. Boom. Instant megabucks. Come on. That's what's happening. I see it.
Seth from Street Fighter 4, they did that again. That's true.
That's a cool idea. I like the idea, though, of like, so Reina being a devil is cool.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? Dog. I was making fun of it.
No, I was going to add on to it, because I think it's fine for, like, your second tangent was a bit wild, but I mean, the first idea of just, like, Devil Reina, I'm okay with that, because they had Devil Kazuya. No, it was Devil Jin, who was a separate character for a while, so I'm okay with, like...
Well, Devil Kazuya was as well.
Oh, there you go. Because originally, really? For anyone watching not aware, the whole gimmick of Devil Jin...
in Tekken 2 and Tag 1. Actually, they even did that in the demo for Tag 2, even though in Tag 2, that was not the case. He was just like a transformation for Kazuya. For some reason, they had Devil Kazuya as a separate thing. I think because it's to promote the CGI movie, so the costumes from that film were in that. Sense. So it was a weird thing, but yeah.
No, I was gonna say it would be cool if this new character wasn't just Devil Reina. She starts off in base Reina, but it looks like she's been training with Heihachi for a while. So she has like his gi, maybe long hair, and that'd be kind of cool. And then she turns into like a devil form, and her devil form can look different because let's be real, her default devil form they've shown. This ain't it, Chief. It's not that good. It's pretty shit.
No, I feel like they genuinely struggled to make a good looking devil design outside of just the original Devil Jin look. Because like every other look they've given Kazuya is fucking awful. They're all just ridiculously over designed. Like, let's just give him a million eyes that fire lasers, even in his wings, which should be thin vertebra that can't possibly fit. Fuck it, just put eyes in it. They can fire lasers. No, stop it. This is terrible.
This is terrible. Stop it.
Anyways, like I think we've gone long enough with our lovely Tekken tangents, which we always have a lovely time with. Look, we have a lot of fighting games we can talk about here. I see like a whole entire list. So
2XKO. Come on. So what's 2XKO got? I have no idea.
You don't? Okay, I'll look it up for you, Snake. But basically, this teaser trailer.
You don't know?
I know.
No, we do. I'm looking it up for you, Snake. The footage. But basically, they have shown the next two characters who are going to be in the game.
It's the green ninja chick. I forget her name, but she's a very commonly known League of Legends character. Then there's a character that I've never seen before, but she's got like a big sword that's also a gun, and she seems to have a devil trigger kind of thing. She looks like Ramlethal now that I think about it. But yeah.
So let me help non-League of Legends fans like explain this shit. So Akali is I would say she's very popular, but I wouldn't say she's like top 10. I think she's top 20 like most popular characters in League of Legends. So she's not too shocking.
I've heard of her. I'd never played League of Legends, but I've heard of her, so she must be somewhat popular.
There you go, yeah. Ninja girl, basically. So it's like, okay, I can see her having some cool moves and stuff like that, so why not? Now, Senna, however, that is really shocking to me, too, personally. Like, I could think of 50 other characters I would have thought would enter this game before her.
Yeah.
Let me give context. There is a character in League of Legends called Thresh. Now, Thresh is this really cool-looking, like, creepy... death of like a representative kind of like character. Basically, he has a lantern and stuff like that. He captures the soul of the dead into his lantern, essentially. Now, there's another character who is basically like a devil hunter kind of a character called Lucian. Let me see if I can find a really good gif of him or something like that. But he literally holds two fucking laser guns and like shoots around with a lot of mobilities and stuff like that. And his whole lore is that he's devil hunting, and he specifically wants to hunt Thresh because Thresh stole his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And that was like their rivalry for like, I don't know, 2014 or some shit. No way.
But I'm glad this guy's not in the game, though. Like Gunman.
Lucian?
But yeah.
Zonus.
Dude, he's cool.
He is cool, really but gun characters don't translate well into fighting games. So.
Sure. But basically, what ended up happening is years later, in the lore of League of Legends, Lucian successfully saves his... Actually, it's his wife or girlfriend, I forgot. and that's
Big
Senna.
fan.
That's like the character, and it's like, and just so you know, by the way, Senna's like, oh, you saved this girlfriend, now she's gonna help out Lucian, and her role in League of Legends is she's a support. Like she's about like poking, she's about stealing souls, she's about like.
Oh, so you'd have her as his striker, basically.
Oh, but my point is, it's like, wait, you made the support character the fighting game character. So even I'm like, what? That's really interesting. Like as a choice, it's like,
yeah. Well, if it was a 1v1, it would be weird. But because it's already like a tag fighter, a team-based thing, having a support character, it makes perfect. Like if they did an Overwatch fighting game, Mercy being in there would be perfectly fine because she can just heal Tracer or whoever.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I will say also she's not necessarily like a super popular character too. Like. Dog, you never heard about her.
No,
it's like, I would barely remember this character if it wasn't because of Thresh and Lucian's rivalry and like this whole lore thing that happens in the universe. So it's like picking her as like one of the characters. This is again.
But she has a massive sword. It seems.
The rest would have been like so much cooler.
Gun, by the way. Oh yeah, I agree.
Well,
I agree.
Thresh,
like I would have definitely 100% would have wanted this character.
I guess they didn't do Thresh though because his weapons look very similar to what the Ninja Girl uses, like hooks with like chains attached to them. I guess they didn't want to
maybe, but I mean, it would be like his whole playstyle would be like Scorpion because his literally is about like get over here. No, actually,
I'm still waiting for Kha'Zix.
He goes towards you.
I want Kha'Zix. We need more weird monster characters. We need some junglers. All right, get in there. But
yeah, I remember there's a whole thread of people being like, where's the fucking weird monsters? Where's Tom Kench? We have Tom Kench, then we wouldn't have laid off half the people who make this game.
hey, repurposed. They didn't all get laid off. Some just got repurposed into other branches of the company. Although, I mean, we could talk about that too later, but I don't know if y'all want to, because it's kind of a sadder topic. But that was also big fighting game news.
Yeah, game releases first season, and then like they announce half like game has been in the works for 10 years,
yes.
And then the game comes out for like the first season, and it's like, so we're gonna lay off like half our people now. It's like, oh wow, I wonder why. It's like, and how long is this game gonna last now? Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, having 2 more characters come out right away does give me a little bit of hope that they at least have some.
But
yeah. Huh?
Every season they've stated it's going to be 1 character, right? So we're definitely getting 1 year of characters at least. So
every season's just 1 character.
I believe because season 1 is Caitlyn. So unless season 2.
How long are the seasons?
3 months.
That's kind of the same rate as like Street Fighter 6, right? Like 4 characters a year.
Yeah, that's like an average fighting game. Yeah.
Which this game, I feel shouldn't do. They should do more because they have such a small roster and it's a tag fighter where you expect a larger roster.
Yeah.
So that this game does need more. But as far as like industry averages go, like MK is kind of the exception at this point, where they're like, oh yeah, we'll put out like 6 characters in a year. Tekken 4, Street Fighter
MK
4.
Dead.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what SNK is doing, if they do anything at all, but
SNK is 4 too.
I feel like so that's kind of the industry standard now, which is a shame, but it's like that's how it is. But like I said, this game needs more, and so I don't see this game lasting more than 2x KO years. Year 2 cross KO for the game.
Which sucks because the game is fun. Like even update. I have played the game with my friends.
Oh, you get to play it now.
it is fun. I'm having a lot of fun with my friends while we play. We were messing around and stuff like that. And I actually also think because out of all the new fighting games that are coming out right now, like Tokon looks absolutely amazing, but I still think 2XKO actually has an amazing art style too. Like it's great. Like the 2D, 3D, like disms with it and stuff. And it's just like, it's such a shame this beautiful art style just might evaporate really soon and stuff.
You know what's also a shame? That pirate girl character, the redhead from League of Legends, who was in the early alpha footage, and she's just not in the game. Like, she was shown gameplay. Yeah.
Oh, Miss Fortune did? I thought it was Katarina. Are you sure it's Miss Fortune?
Well, whichever is the pirate redhead character. Let me see.
That's Miss Fortune. That's my main in League of Legends. I loved her. But yeah, really, I didn't know.
Yeah,
about
Katarina.
That.
She had gameplay straight up in the early alpha footage when the art style looked completely different, and they still had the cooldown functions from Rising Thunder.
Well, you said Katarina. That's the other girl though. That's the assassin girl. It doesn't. One of them would work. It's fine.
Which one has the cat outfit, like the cat alt, where she's all?
That's Katarina, I believe, if you're talking about it, because that's.
You would hope That would be her. Her name is Kat
That's why
Arena.
I don't know the name, so that's why Sonic is really confusing me by just like constantly mixing up.
Sorry, they're both red-haired girls, but one of them holds knives, one of them holds guns, and is actually a pirate. So.
Oh, that's just Rain from Blood Rain.
Well, that's
she had
Katarina,
swords in the
basically,
gameplay.
so.
I'm pretty sure. So I shouldn't say pirate. You're right. I'm getting them mixed
Katarina.
up. Yeah, I'm getting them mixed up.
She's definitely confirmed in the game. She's gonna be. She'll be out eventually. She's
I don't know. I think they went on record and said that she wasn't. Like she doesn't fit their plans. That's why she was taken out.
That would be she is like one of the most popular characters in like top 10.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
So I would be surprised.
Is this what you're talking about, Dog?
That's definitely Katarina, not Misfortune. That's very different. Two very different.
Yeah, Katarina. Yeah, my bad. But I didn't know there was two characters that look so similar. But yeah.
Yeah.
This
You did say
like
pirate, so
that's what I thought it was.
A pirate.
To be fair, I've played very little League of Legends, and there's like 200 characters. Give me a break, anybody watching. There's a lot.
I get it. So when you said red hair and pirate girl, I was thinking of this.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. So that's two different characters.
I mean, it's a reasonable mistake to make. I think.
Yeah.
Because pirates use daggers and stuff, so that's probably why I thought it was the same person.
I mean, they've even both got the thing with the hair over one eye. Like you can see it in the animation of the first girl where she's like, it comes down over her right eye a bit, then she goes. Whereas the other girl's over her left. Like it's a very easy mistake to make, in fairness. So don't bully Dog too hard in the comments. Say he's been a silly man, but don't go any further than that.
Yeah.
Aww, how wholesome.
Spare my feelings.
Also, to be fair, most of you couldn't name like a tenth of the roster of the
I wanted Riven really bad.
You shouldn't.
I couldn't.
I
So
wanted Riven to be in the game, and now I'm worried she won't be because this new character kind of seems like Riven's gimmick because the big sword.
I know who that is.
No. Katarina has daggers. Daggers. Don't worry about that. Riven is about big swords. Katarina is about daggers.
No, I don't mean Katarina. I mean the newest chick they just showed, who's got the sword gun, like the big.
Senna.
She could kind of be taking over, like Riven's gimmick of like I'm big sword lady, you know.
Maybe,
because
but like
she's that, but more.
Gun.
She has way more gimmicks. Yeah.
Which is funny because that's not really in League of Legends, so they have to make up a lot of things for her, which is cool because it's like you can go wild with whatever you want with Senna, like Mrs. Spirit Lady and stuff like that. So that's really cool. Good luck to XKO. Hope things go well with you.
Yeah.
Next up, Invincible versus Viltrumite trailer.
Oh cool. Yeah, forgot about that.
Viltrumite characters.
Mr. Beer Belly himself.
Yes, I do find it very funny how much jiggle physics they're giving him.
I don't even think he's fat in the comics is the funny part. That's a show original thing.
It's a show thing, yes.
Yeah.
It's a show thing, and the games is like we're gonna lean hard on that.
And to be fair, I'm okay with it mainly because some really big strong guys have bellies like that because they eat so many calories to feed their muscles, so they get those big bellies. In fact, just yesterday I was at the zoo, and there was a guy who was an actual pro powerlifter from Houston. This man was as wide as 3 men standing next to each other. He was just a big behemoth of a man. Like, good God, when you see those people in person, you're like, who are you even?
Just God of War Thor, really.
God of what?
It's like God of War Thor.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
I love they kept the finger press from the show. Oh, so good.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So what characters are these? Because I was playing Baldur's Gate at the same time, so just ignore the trailer because I don't give a shit. But who are these people?
Viltrumite woman and Viltrumite black man. Those two.
Yep.
Oh, I remember the black guy. Yeah, he gets like, doesn't he get like his skull caved in?
He gets impaled by a rock.
No. His stomach gets like ripped apart.
That's it. Yes.
And I think he's voiced by Tokon.
Yeah. And that woman was in that sequence as
no,
well?
No. That woman, the woman in the sequence was the hair. You know, like the hair with the dagger thing. Who was in the game too? The other lady is she shows up in season 2. Who warns Mark about like you better listen to the Viltrumites or someone worse is coming. Cough, cough, conquest. That's it from what we've seen right now in the TV show.
I have to be honest. Having this many Viltrumites on the roster seems like the most boring fucking thing you could do. I would sincerely prefer multiversal marks because at least they're memorable to me. These guys are just like, oh, I'm just going to show up in my white uniform like all the rest of them. It's like,
I agree.
It's terrible.
However,
maybe for like a mega fan, this is like, yo, I'm popping off that this character made it in. But I'm just like, as a more casual fan, I'm like, this ain't it, Chief.
I do kind of.
Hopefully, the next reveal will be something cooler.
Yeah.
Like, give us some of the guys that Omni-Man just kills in the first episode. Give us some of those. Give us that green fire lady. She had a cool design.
Green Fire.
However, I will give you some perhaps good news because they do like deep dives on like the characters and like their abilities and what they are in the comics, how they have to like adapt them to the games and stuff like that. And one of the recent videos that they've made is called the Viltrumites, basically, where they talk about, like, they kind of group up all 4 of them, but also they focus on Lucan and Anissa more. And so people kind of theorize,
Anissa, yeah.
oh, the Viltrumites, is that it? So are we not getting Conquest? Seriously? So it's like, that could just be it for the Viltrumites, and Conquest is going to be DLC.
That would make
so
sense.
That's kind of good news. Like,
or he could be the final boss, or like a secret final boss or something like that. Like he could be the Akuma, like you're about to fight that one, then he just comes in and goes boom, and then he just says some line that you're like, oh yo, Jeffrey D. Morgan, yo.
Well, honestly, as
God.
even I haven't even read Invincible, I know there's another Viltrumite who would be a more badass inclusion. You know, if for the super final boss like that.
The final boss is Mark's mom. She just lectures you, and the
Debbie.
speech bubbles have hitboxes. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah.
No, it's a evil future Oliver.
That'd be good too.
I feel like we already talked about that.
Oliver would be a good character. What the fuck? Why is he not in there?
Oh, actually, that's a good point. This game is coming out in April, but do you know what's coming out in March?
What's coming in March?
Invincible
The new
season.
season?
Oh, well,
4.
yeah. Yeah.
So that means if they have any characters that they're further going to spoil because of season 4, the show's going to come out, and then the game's going to come out. So now they don't need to worry about spoiling those characters that are going to happen in season 4.
Oh, yeah, so it's going to be like M1K's like the launch trailers. Like, oh well, this is where we're going to show off Reiko, and like a couple of other characters.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be like, here's those characters in the launch trailer, and it's like, remember this guy from the new season? Yo, check that guy out. He's in the game.
Yo, that guy. They showed my girl in the new trailer too, I
guy.
think, that I was talking about from the comics. I was like, oh my gosh, they actually put her in.
Oh, you mean the season 4 trailer?
yeah.
I saw
I was
her
like, oh
too.
my
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
they did it. I thought she'd be forgotten about forever.
It's not that they're adapting it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, sure. I saw some of the moves they've got. They seem fine. Actually, I'm just gonna let me see. I'm just counting how many characters we've got currently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If
7, 8.
So if this game as DLC or whatever,
It will.
gets an MK guest character as a reference to Omni-Man being an M1K, who would you put in this?
I think we stated this before. Like,
Yeah, we did.
Spawn. Oh wait, you're talking about MK.
MK.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like return for the character showing up.
Unfortunate.
Like if they did that,
Unfortunately, the boring answer would be Scorpion, which is like the right answer. You know, it's just like
I'd say Raiden.
He's the
just
god.
Raiden?
Yeah.
I can
Fire
see
God
that
Liu
too.
Kang.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, because of how brutal this universe is and how high the power levels get, I think Raiden would be the best fit because he can fly and like he can kill people and blast lightning.
Oh my god, could you imagine he has like a level 4, like some special super that takes more than just his level 3. Like it's 3 bars, and he has to be at low health or something. And he does like his big deception
then he blows himself
kamikaze move, and it just eliminates both characters.
Yeah, and then you have to use use your teammates to try and like hold the enemy off. It's like, Invincible, get in here and help me, cover me, and he's like, no, better. It's like
Seesaw.
It's like Raiden goes, Seesaw, I need you. I need you, Seesaw.
Just flies.
Imagine that if every character. That'd be so funny as like a little marketing gimmick, like get every voice actor to do that, and then just like show Cecil diving in to save each character. So you get Jeffrey Dean Morgan and J.K. Simmons and Aaron Paul, all of them going, Cecil!
Oh, this is kind of off topic, but I don't know if you guys actually looked up any of the intro dialogues yet of this game, but it's like these dudes fucking hate each other. It is brutal. It's like, unlike Mortal Kombat, where some of them are like, I see what you've done, and I'm gonna like fight you now. Or sometimes they'll be like, we're gonna have a friendly spar. 90% of every single intro dialogue is literally just like, you're a piece of shit, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Mark says to Eve. It's like, huh? What the? You know, it's like, wait, these two should be friends? It's like, but then it's like, if they fight each other, they're like,
that's the question is,
fucking beef, you hear me?
are they unique to each pairing, or is it just generic?
What do you mean? It's unique for everybody, is what I'm saying.
Ah.
So there's an intro dialogue for every character. They definitely are doing the NRS thing with these characters, but it's like, it's harsh. It's like, oh, whenever they talk to each other.
It'd be really funny if they made if each one was based around a particular bit. It's like, okay, so this is from when Mark is like he has a falling out with Eve in like season 1. It's during that time frame, So that's when this is set. Okay, now Mark versus Robot. Oh, they never really had beef with Robot, but we'll say it's from this episode. Okay, it's like, yes, try and track when each fight is set, but everything's exaggerated because everyone's trying to kill each other.
Yeah, basically.
Which isn't that exaggerated anyway, because that's just how the show is. Kind of.
It is. But there's some pretty funny ones though. So I'm excited to see how they're doing. I'm excited to see more of these. I just kind of looked at the roster here. We currently have 13 characters, and the game is expecting to be a 15 to 20 roster. I don't think it's gonna be 20. I personally saying, which is gonna suck because it's a 3v3 fighting game. But Alan seems like one of the only ones I can confirm here that they haven't shown yet. Like other than that, like everyone's off the what's the phrase? Like, you don't know, is what I'm saying.
Off the table.
Yeah, yes.
I will say it's okay because Anissa bitch slaps you for her super.
It is funny, yeah.
I reckon. So have they shown Aaron Paul's character?
No, not Powerplex is not in the game yet.
He seems like an obvious.
I don't know. Like,
unless he's not back in season 4, because he's going to come back. Wait, he is alive.
He's alive. He escaped prison. Oh wait, did he? I forgot. I don't know how important he is in the future season, and Dog has to be quiet about that.
Yeah,
we need Martian Man, Stretchy Boy. We need him.
Right, that's right. The one voiced by the Sonic the Hedgehog voice actor. Yeah.
I will say, like, they did put too many Viltrumites in, but also I'm not sure who you could cut because they're all fun picks.
I think the Viltrumite picks are pretty bad. I think other than Omni-Man and in a way Anissa, it's like Thula and Lucan are like, who the fuck are you guys? You know.
Thula's cool though because she has a hair attack.
Stands out.
She's cool. I would agree.
For me, if I was picking them, it would be literally just 3. It would be Omni-Man, Conquest, and the one with the hair thing, because that's a different gimmick. To me, the rest just feel way too samey. Like maybe have 1 or 2 of them as DLC, but I felt they didn't. I feel like those a bit too. It's like if you did a roster and it's like, well, here's DC. We're gonna have Superman and Supergirl and Zod and the woman with Zod and the guy with Zod and Jor-El. You know, it's like stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
I would argue Anissa only because I know she has plot relevancy, like really important stuff. But yeah, I agree. But at the same time,
yeah. But at a certain point, when the roster is this small, you do kind of need to look. When you're looking at cuts, you're just like, well, this character's important to the plot. However, gameplay wise, what does she offer different? Might have to axe her and bring it back later as DLC.
I know why there are these random Viltrumites. Well, lesser Viltrumite characters is because we need jobbers for the story mode.
Someone needs to die in story mode, more specifically.
Right. We need jobbers for the story mode, exactly.
That's probably why Bullet's in the game too. I just realized because otherwise I'm like, why is Bullet here? But
Yeah.
His gameplay does look fun though. Also, they added super short jumps into the game. We're screwed.
Yeah.
Like you and I are screwed. I can't react to that. I can't react to short jump overheads anyway, as it is.
So much free shit. Yay. I'm excited for the game, though. It's coming out, like, in 2 months from now.
When everybody is MVC3 dude.
Yeah, pretty much. Although I'm not even sure if his foot dive is an overhead or not.
We still praise. We still have a chance. Dog, most wanted character from Season 4, my most wanted character from Season 4, still might make it into the game. So, look forward to that.
Cool. I mean, my picks are interesting, so I'd like to see them in.
Yeah. Okay, so Tolph in Avatar. Tolph made it into Avatar. We knew about that, and we saw her gameplay.
I might be the only person with one negative thought about the trailer, and it's just a very slight one. But I'm probably the only one with the negative thoughts, so you guys go first.
I'm not an Avatar fan, and
wow,
it's like this is one of the most obvious. If you like, well, pick 5 characters for this game, it's like, well,
had to make it.
She's in there, like.
It's true.
Come on.
She looks good.
It's so obvious.
Like, I mean, the animations, everything looks fine. Like, Tolph is the kind of character, like people say in the comments, like you can't really get her wrong or you're going to piss us off. So it looks like you've done her right based off of like the rock shenanigans, stuff like that. She has the corner pressure, which a lot of people are like, that's the big thing that people are bringing up. We were bringing up, like, I just said, like, the characters and whatnot. I am actually very excited to see how they're going to do Sokka. It says, it's like, everybody has their bendings. Sokka has to rely on his
Sokka. You were really confusing me. Okay,
My bad, Sokka. Yeah, actually, it is Sokka. My bad, yes.
I was
so
like,
it's like that one I'm actually kind of interested in seeing.
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, that's probably the most interesting one out of all of them, really.
Well, the current confirmed characters.
Like,
right, yeah. There's going to be more.
Yeah. Well, one of the most interesting in general because, like, from what I can tell, there aren't that many, like, major characters in the franchise who aren't benders.
One other one, but that's in Korra.
Yeah, and isn't that one like a spoiler anyway?
Not really.
So...
Asami is not a spoiler, unless you're talking about someone else.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of her. I was thinking of someone else. But I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's not seen Korra, even though it came out like a decade ago.
What?
So.
There's a non-bender in Korra who's...
From No, wait, sorry. No, the twist is that the character is...
Oh, that gotta be cool.
Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I got that wrong. Never mind. Cut it,
Let's
please.
go.
Cut it. Please.
Okay.
No, please.
Right.
Don't put on text, haha, this is funny, we keep it in. Please get rid of it, please.
Okay.
Future Sonic, no!
One thing I really find funny is just like looking at whenever these characters are being shown. It's like, okay, who's gonna be the variants? Because it's like you have to pick your variant characters to change up the moveset and stuff like that. The Badger makes sense because it's like that's her master. The Boulder, I think that's really funny that she has that as one of her like assists in the background helping her out. And I can't lie, I do not remember the Hippo. I do not remember this character whatsoever.
They're all the same. They're all the same team. Yeah.
Okay, so was that in that episode, right? Okay.
Yeah.
What if Toph's daughter made it in?
That'd be cool.
I guess I think that'd be really cool.
The Spider-Man attacks.
That would be very unique.
Yeah. Zip,
Yes.
zip, zappity zoo.
Yeah.
They could do that with Kuvira because she also knows how the metal bend. But the
It's
spider
like,
thing is
imagine
more for
a moveset that is Tremor mixed with Spider-Man.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I'd love that.
Could see that.
Or better yet, old Tolph as DLC. Finally, an old lady in a fighting game, like we were talking about earlier. There we go.
Let's go.
It's like, unironically, unless you count Sindel, the only old woman in a fighting game I can think of is the old puppeteer woman from Naruto.
Oh yeah,
She's
yeah.
the only one I can think
I
of.
forgot her English name. Chinanai. I know her. Yeah.
Yeah, that old lady. That's the only one I can think of. All the rest are just like...
Those are more like, anime
35 at
fighters,
most.
so it's not like the best
Yeah.
comparisons. But yeah, you can play as her in those games.
Yeah. So I guess should I say my complaint then? I guess. Yeah. So my only gripe was that characters talk a lot in this game, and so far it's made sense. But with Toph, it feels weird to have her so chatty during fights because in the show, when she starts fighting, she doesn't speak a word. She's like and just doing stuff. So yeah, I don't like that
I
she's
guess
so
so,
talky.
but she does taunt her opponents whenever she beats them up.
Yeah, so it'd be okay with supers and stuff for her to talk, but the fact she's like, whoa, yeah, over here, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah, let's go, whoa. When she never does any of that in the show. She's the most focused, quiet as a mouse fighter when she locks in. So it...
Well, yeah,
because she's listening. Yeah, for the attacks. Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Someone made a comment and saying, like, imagine whenever you jump as Tolph, your screen goes black.
Really good. It's like what someone said for Daredevil and Marvel Rivals, your super just makes your screen go black. Let the devil.
Yeah.
But you're like, that'd be so funny. Like everything goes black, but your damage, speed, and everything is amplified by 300%. You just can't see shit.
You just rocket off the edge of the map.
Y'all saw the Lythero video of like the Marvel shenanigans, right?
Yeah.
There's that one bit where it's just like, okay, I'm my friend is playing Daredevil and he's covering his eyes. Where's the gate? Where's the door? Where do I go? And stuff like that. It's so good. But yeah, that's Toph. I didn't write it here, but Alex is coming out very soon too from Street Fighter 6.
Oh, yes.
Favorite.
Fuck yeah.
So Street Fighter gets their Alex. Why the Tekken fans not get their Alex? You fucking.
It is weird not to include.
But yeah, I'm very into this heel vibe that they're giving him. I think it's quite interesting to give him more of a different like identity and stuff.
See, I like that because that they did that with in KOF. It was T-Zoc.
Yes.
They gave him King of Dinosaur as his heel form, and then if you ever played the Rumble Roses games, I think everybody had face and heel variants.
Oh.
And so that's cool to see, like to really play on the wrestler gimmick. I mean, the only other time I can think of where there's been like an alternate persona was in DOA 5. There's certain costumes where Bass Armstrong is Mr. Strong because it's a thing from the story. So he's like, I'm Mr. Strong, and his health gauge says Mr. Strong instead of.
To
Bass.
be fair, I think it's a bit weird. People are saying that he's turned heel because I thought he was always a heel. Even in like 3 and Third Strike, because when he wins a round, he go at ease, loser, and then he has like some of the weirdest, like cruelest win dialogues with certain characters.
I know about those.
Like when he beats Elena, he goes, "Maybe use those legs for something else."
Yes, that's a pretty outdated
Jesus
one.
Christ.
Yes.
So he's always been a bit
with
of a
Elena
heel.
doing
'cause
like
he's
the
Hulk Hogan.
pose when she's defeated too.
Yeah, with her all tooted up. Yeah, she's very tooted up.
Yes. Now, to be fair, being an asshole doesn't necessarily being a heel. You know, committing to the role seems like what he's doing now. It seems like in the trailers and stuff.
Like a lot of the time, like when there were faces, The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin were still huge assholes. But like that, so I feel like that's Alex's thing. But if you're going to go more of a heel thing, yeah, that's a cool angle.
I think that's pretty cool. His moves seem.
But what's the narrative reason? Did Jean Renault not make it? Was he killed off between games? Oh, poor Jean Renault.
But yeah, like even like looking at his new moves and stuff like that. Actually, I do see when you look at all his like his moveset and stuff like that. A lot of people are really hyped for the third strike references and whatnots in his moves. The flat, like that's what I remember seeing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But also I do like just seeing a lot of the like brutal like feeling whenever he does his moves and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, it's funny because since he's motion captured by Kenny, I like how most of his moves are pretty real. You can see someone doing them, with the exception of the stomps and whatnot. And I find myself disliking the one move that's actually his coolest move because it's a brand new animation. It's his EX knee. He like knees you in the gut and then goes flying into the air behind you and like pins your arms and then slams you into the ground. That move kind of feels out of place now because everything else is so grounded and believable for like wrestling moves, you know?
Well, it is Street Fighter, so I'm a bit okay if they do exaggerated stuff, even when they have a lot of great like motion capture and whatnot.
Also, we're all low-key kind of hoping that they fix his level 3 ending. It's just kind of anticlimactic. All that awesome build of him like twisting their ankle, building the bridge, and they're like ready to tap out, and then he just stands up, ding ding, and that's it. Like,
I was a bit confused.
They could do
they're tapping out is the idea. When he twists their ankle, they just tap out, but they don't show the tap really. They just show them like give up, which is not the same. Anyway.
Oh, I thought they faint.
Maybe that too, but it should be more dramatic, like a break or something, you know, not just like I don't know. It's too gentle.
I kind of get what you mean. Well, then again, I guess we can see what happens if you don't defeat your opponent. You know, it's like because something might be different. Remember, it's like if you defeat your opponent, then it's a different occasion, right? Animation.
They could do the coolest thing, right? If they ever do make Tekken Cross Street Fighter, right? You take Alex, the new generation hero from Street Fighter, and put him against Jin, the new generation hero from Tekken. And remember, what does Jin do during his super move? Makes that one wing. He's a one-winged angel. And who's doing the motion capture for Alex?
Kenny.
Kenny.
And what's his theme called? What's his super move called? Yo, look at this. We're getting the perfect reference here.
Yeah.
The Battle of the One-Winged Angels. And it's like,
let's go.
I guess we'll find out March. Okay, so that leaves our final like fighting game that we can chat about here. Take it away, you two, because I don't know anything about this franchise.
So, Dead or Alive 6 is getting a last round edition similar to 5. But see, DOA 5 last round was a repackaging of all the DLC and the various re-releases that they had up to that point. This was like the 4th edition, as well as 2 other characters. They added Raido and Phase 4, which were, you know, one's a returning character and one is a variant of an existing character. But they had a bunch of the DLCs as well. This is basically a new generation port of DOA 6, and they're adding a photo mode. We can even adjust the characters' positions during the photo mode and stuff like that. It's really cool. And they're going to add new characters and costumes. The only costumes that are going to be on launch are for 5 characters, and it's mostly just stuff from like Dead or Alive, Venus Vacation, and Prism, and Ninja Gaiden 3. They're not saying what any of the new characters are going to be.
We're getting some.
We have no idea.
I'll we weren't.
True.
Although
true.
Though with the current state of fighting games, it's probably going to be a bunch of characters from 5, like Ein and Genfu, and they've confirmed that the guest characters Mai and Kula are not included in this. We don't know if DLC, if you own them, if that will carry over, because that's how costumes work. If you've bought costumes, they carry over. Yes, the costumes are not included in this by default. You still have to buy them. So we don't know if the characters will carry over or if the license was just for the vanilla version. We'll see. And yeah, so when you actually look at it, all we're really getting is it's on new systems. We'll probably play a little better. Hopefully they'll have better netcode, though we don't know.
Oh,
we have a photo mode. We get a handful.
I think I did see
a handful of costumes, and it's like, what is the point of this? It really is just a forward port, and that's it. Which is good to make sure games are available, but the thing is, DOA 6 basically killed the franchise. Like, it came out in like 2019, or even earlier, and all DOA's gotten since is another Extreme game and that Extreme spin-off game, which is like a dating sim that doesn't even have DOA characters other than Hanukkah, right? So
hate Hanukkah.
DOA's been fucking dead. Yes. Praise be. So this is all just... The series has been dead. They needed a big revival. Ninja Gaiden got a remaster of probably the most beloved entry, or one of the two at least, a brand new retro entry, and a brand new modern entry, all in the same year. Ninja Gaiden got all three of these things. So even if you didn't care for one or two of those, you still had another one that you'd probably like. I didn't care for Ninja Gaiden 4. The other two releases, very good though. Dead or Alive, what we're getting is a new game coming out at some point, and this enhanced version of this game, which doesn't give you the DLC. They've not said what the characters are going to be. Not even one shown off, or this will come out like a month later. No character been shown off. You have to just buy the costume still. The guest characters are not coming forward, so other than getting the photo mode and maybe slightly better resolution or something, it's an inferior version from what we already had 7 years ago. So what is the point of this release? This is not going to get people hyped for the new release.
Snake. You're wrong. This is a big deal. Fans are happy.
No, you're right. No, yes, you're right. There is another thing they've added, which is that by default they're showing off the original Kasumi costume instead of that dog shit jumpsuit they gave her in 6. Yes, you are correct.
That's all it takes.
I love the promotional material too. It's just like shamelessly from the nose down and the bottom of the boobies up, and just that.
Well, actually, I was talking to someone just today because it evokes the DOA 5 marketing, the posters where it's like, it shows a character like that much and it says, I'm a fighter. So if you look that up, it's similar to that. So maybe that's what they're going for, but I think the takeaway a lot of people had was, cleavage.
Yeah.
So they putting the fan service back in after 6 dropped it. That was one of the reasons 6 failed, because they were trying to normalize it for esports, while also at the same time having these weird promotional things with those 2 women on that stream like jiggling the tits, and it's like this.
Oh, I remember that. Oh my gosh.
You know?
Yeah. That's so long ago.
Yeah, and then like I think that the stream got like taken down or something because it didn't fit with our values or whatever, and people were just like, what the fuck are you talking
Core values.
about?
That was so funny.
But
someone did a great image. I wish I could find it. It's like all 3 of the 3D fighters. It has like Tekken 8 has like some catch line like locked in, and then for like number 3 at the bottom is Virtual Fighter 6, and it's like some other line, and then with DOA 6 in the middle, it just says core values, and it's that image. It's so good. It's like 3D era. We're so back.
Yeah. So I don't fault them for doing something with DOA 6. A lot of people say they should have gone back to 5. I don't necessarily agree, although it certainly would have been a much bigger pop if they'd been like, okay, DOA 5, we're updating the visuals and having all the costumes in it and all the well, you won't be able to have probably the guests, but maybe you could. Maybe Sega would go, yo, keep the Virtua Fighter characters and put their new costumes from the new game in.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, that overall, I think 5 would have been a better pick, especially if you gave us all the costumes. Like, this is the thing, because these games have so many costumes as DLC. It's kind of infamous, 5 and especially 6,
I've seen the pictures.
How many costumes there are. Some of them are just not available anymore. Like, you can't get the Attack on Titan costumes for 5 anymore. Like, they did a bunch. I don't know if you can get the Haruhi Suzumiya costumes for Extreme 3 anymore. There's a lot of weird collaborations that you just can't get now because limited time. So if they could have gone, well, we managed to get all that stuff back for this new release, boom, you get it in this one package, that would have been fine. But it's not an update if you already got the original game. You have to buy it separately. You get no new content until months later, and it's probably just going to be maybe a guest, a bunch of characters from DOA 5, just slightly updated, and probably more of the DOA X girls, because you already did one of those. So we might be getting, here's this DOA X girl showing up in DOA proper. Do you not like the last one, the sexual harasser? Do you not like her making it in? Okay, how about this girl then?
That's such an out of context thing for me to hear.
Yes.
Do not like the sexual harasser.
So they really want us to get hype, but the actual thing we know more about is way less hype than, look at that. It's Ryu Hayabusa in what appears to be his Ninja Gaiden 4 outfit, and what is probably Kasumi, maybe a bit older. Now, maybe the idea is that they're going to move the story forward a few years, because that Ninja Gaiden 4 set decades after the others, so maybe this is going to follow suit based on Ryu's outfit and what appears to be Kasumi in a new outfit. Probably not, though. I'm sure they'll want to keep all the girls in like mid-20s, because that's what they do. It's Japan.
Yep.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Some of them look way too young in Dead or Alive 6.
Yeah.
It is funny to me because as an outsider here, I'm like, wow, Dead or Alive has something new. I'm sure the fans are excited, and all I'm hearing is complaining now.
Yes. And it's especially because, again, last year Ninja Gaiden had a much better revival, where you got a re-release and then 2 brand new games, all completely different styles. You get all that stuff, and then DOA, it's like, we're going to give you a worse version of the game that killed the franchise 7 years ago.
It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Well, at least one of our Combat King's friends on the show is having a great time with this.
Yes, he is.
We talk about Shred. He's been on the show a couple of times. Just for those who don't know, he's been doing a bunch of DOA videos. Even before this got announced, he was talking about how DOA needs to come back. Why it has to be 6, and now it is 6, and so he's vindicated. But unfortunately, it may not be the pure vindication that he deserves. So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yes.
Indeed. So I guess that's basically most of the fighting game news that we've gotten. And like I've said earlier, last year, a little bit dry in terms of the fighting game content that we've gotten. But this year, hoochie mama, DLCs and new games. And I don't really want to bring this up, but the new My Hero Academia game is also out too. So it's just there is a huge list of games out there that this is a fighting game fans' wet dream this year, basically.
It's funny because it's a bit of both, right? If you're just someone who casually plays it, then it's great. If you're someone who tries to make content, it's actually harder because you don't know what to cover. If 3 things get released in the same couple days, you're like, what do I do?
It's really sad. You're like, okay, look at all this, DOA is coming back. There's new stuff for KOF. Dragon Ball FighterZ came back. Avatar's got what will hopefully be a good game for once. This new Marvel game, people are hyped for that. Street Fighter, Tekken, Invincible, all this stuff. What's the big thing that's absent from here?
Oh, that the biggest American fighting game shenanigan, right? Well, actually, there is going to be big news coming up for it. The movie!
Yeah, that's what we get. A fucking terrible movie. That's the one thing we have. Because which was supposed to come out last year, but they're delaying it. So, look forward to the trailer. That's probably going to spoil a bunch of shit because they didn't plan for the marketing to last this long.
Normally it's not that big of a deal when the games end shortly because it feels like we get the new game pretty quick. But when there's a gap like this and all these new games are coming out, you're kind of like, damn. They really could have just kept it going. WB could have just let it keep going.
They need to announce either more old ports being put into the Master Collection or Master Collection.
Oh, that's true. Legacy Collection came out last year. I forgot about that. It got nominated for Fighting Game of the Year. How did I forget about that?
Wait, why was it not called the Master Collection? The Mortal Kombat Master Collection, the MK?
Because other games call it the Master Collection. MK wants to be unique and interesting.
But this would be MK. Come on.
MK.
Come
on. What was I saying? Well,
the Mortal Collection.
Regardless, even though we've gone through the fighting game content, we actually have a couple of other things that we want to talk about. Did you guys want to listen to a little bit, just a teensy bit of my, little vacation that I went on to, where I was?
Little. So, guys, if you're wondering where we've been for the last 4 weeks,
3.
This motherfucker right here.
3. Don't get your don't change the freaking date.
By the time this episode goes out, it's going to be like 4.
Like 4. Jeez, you'll be that specific. I think.
Then you'd best hurry edit this. You best hurry and edit this in the next couple of days, boy.
I only take 3 days to edit this. Jeez. After the last episode was edited, thanks to Trinidad, because I was like literally by the time he was done with the episode, I was on my bus to the airport watching it to like reevaluating it and like help and like doing the timestamps and stuff.
Every long-time listener knew that dog was the one who edited that, because like, why is this one like half as long as the average episode? Why are all these jump cuts? What's going on?
Before I get too roasted, our usual episodes lately have been too long. They're like 3 hours. 2 hours is already kind of cray. All right, 3 hours.
The fans have demanded the long episodes, dog. The fans have demanded.
We don't really know that because the view to comment ratio has a huge disparity. We have way more viewers than comments, so I don't know what the average viewer is thinking.
The last video didn't do too good, you know, so I think that kind of says something about the situation.
I'm sure the average viewer watches the whole 3 hours.
Basically, I had a huge trip that happened in the last 3 weeks, and to kind of like sum it up into parts, basically, the main thing was that I went to Australia. Now, before I went to Australia, however, I went to Singapore to then transfer my plane to Australia. However, to make it have like a cheaper price, I went to Singapore, then waited for an entire day, then went to Australia. So you may think, oh, that sucks, I gotta wait at the airport for the entire day. Well, actually, the lucky thing is in Singapore, you can actually just leave the airport and just hang out around Singapore. And it's not like in other countries where you need like to have like a very tedious like whole procedure.
So jealous.
We had a free day in Singapore, basically.
God, so jealous. I want to go so bad.
Right. So I could give you some like tutoring tips about my trip in Singapore. It's very fun but very tiring. The whole trip is mainly focused around West Australia. So I was playing like just all around there for like the last 14 days. A lot happened. I saw kangaroos. Almost ran past kangaroos, saw dead kangaroos on the side of the road, touched and pet kangaroos, so it was really fun on that
aspect. Lots of kangaroos.
Yes, it was a wild park basically. It was like they would just like kind of keep it there, and they're really docile. You could feed them and then touch them. They're very cute. A lot happened within the last like Australian days, so it's gonna be hard for me to like recap like everything that happened, but I'm just gonna throw some things that were interesting here. So I wanted to save this just for you, dog, because I took this, like a friend of mine took this picture, and I'm like, dog, you could use this as a promotion for like your T-shirt, dude.
Hell yeah, I love this. I'm saving this right now.
I was like, dude, this is so cool, and I'm just happening to show off like his T-shirt and stuff like that, because I wore my own merch, your merch, dog, and I also wore your merch for some of the days, Snake. So there's a couple of these like photos that you would see me wearing the merch and stuff like that. I'm kind of going like not very specifics as like what we did and stuff, but I would say like if you're interested in West Australia for like a vacation, south of West Australia, so around Perth, which is the city of like West Australia, and like below, I think is really great for just like a common vacation. You just want to enjoy good food, good scenery, have a nice like chill time, like do that. If you want to experience the stereotypical, it's 45 degrees, it's super hot, you're gonna get you're gonna get like nasty sunburns like that on your bodies and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then north of West Australia would be like where you could consider, which is we did half and half basically. Actually, I can show you guys one of my first like fun merch that I got here, which I bought in the Australia like shop. It's a freaking map of Australia. It's a little hard for me to show, but basically this is like I could literally do this to like showcase where we were. We went all the way up like here, and then like went all the way to the top of Australia and drove all the way down back to the city of Australia, which took us about like 9 hours of an entire day of driving.
Sonic, show us that shirt again.
Yep.
Look, that's where Roger was this whole time. He's on Sonic's shirt.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Actually, that's our boy. Oh my gosh, yes. I forgot to mention we rented an RV for like when we went north. So we lived in an RV van during that time when we were going north and stuff. I have to share this story because it's just too awesome. There was one day where we were driving to a rest stop, and I just kind of like stopped around and checked out what's at the rest stop, and the lady was like, "Hi, how can I help you?" And we're like, oh, we're just browsing around, looking around, and it's like, cool. And as you can see, the picture I posted, I was wearing that T-shirt, and the lady was like, nice T-shirt, by the way. I can see you got like Beastars, you got Elsa, you got Digimon, and it's like, oh, thank you. And then my brother was like, that's his merch. So I was like, oh jeez. Oh really? Right down YouTube channel and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that got me blushing. that was a pretty sweet moment that happened on the trip.
Badass.
I got something else I got to show you, which since I'm showing this, Snake, you can prepare for your because I remember you had some new figures you wanted to show. This is one of the coolest things that I got. Well, actually no. This is, but I want to show this thing first. Hang on. Sorry, I'm confusing. You're hearing some very weird sound effects probably, so you have no idea what that is. But I got this at Kmart.
So cute.
It's just like a Sonic like pillow. I was like, this is really cute. And it's actually not that expensive too. So I was just like, heck yeah, I why not? Just get this. But in my opinion, one of the coolest things that I got was in Perth. There is I forgot what the museum was, but they were showing the terracotta stone soldiers exhibit basically over there. I'm pretty sure they're fake, but terracotta statues anyways. And for some reason, they sold this really awesome looking Chinese Eastern dragon that's completely made out of metal.
Yeah.
And you can like move it around.
By the Elder God.
Yes, Liu Kang dragons and stuff like that. It's really cool. You can do all sorts of things with it. I can wear it as a necklace around you and stuff like that. I just thought it was super sick. So I just had to get it. But yeah, that was 17 days basically. And then it's the moment I came back to Taiwan and be like, oh, rest up, ready to get back to work. Oh shit, we scheduled another 5 days down south. Oh boy. So went down south for another vacation. Got super sick. I threw up just yesterday, so I'm actually still under the weather as of right now. And yeah, I just came back and dog was like, we can only record on the weekends. So I'm like, oh shit, okay, fine, that's good. And that's a very short summary of the last 3 weeks of my life.
This guy, he recorded right before his holiday, and then he has to record right after, because if we don't do it now, we won't be able to do it until next weekend. So
yep.
It has to happen.
Exactly.
So Sonic's like, all right, episode done, heading to the airport, and then now he's like, back from the airport. Oh, it's got the fucking podcast.
Time to record an episode.
Fucking idiots.
Oh,
my God.
And then by the end of the week, I've got one of the biggest videos I'm going to be releasing, and I have another video that I plan to release after that video that I have done nothing whatsoever, and got the merch shop that I have to set up, and life is good. I'm totally fine.
Maybe you should stop being lazy. You should do your fucking job.
Maybe I shouldn't just get freaking my entire channel copyright claim, ruin my entire schedule for what I originally planned. Maybe that wouldn't have affected it that much.
That's fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, it's a super fun vacation. And I only glossed over a couple things. It's just saw so many interesting wildlife in Australia, ate so many great food. I swam with sharks and manta rays and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of glossed over some of these things. But overall, great time. One of the best vacations I've ever had. And I don't want to take up all the screen time. So let's shoot this off to Snake, because I know Snake, you got some topics you want to share.
Do you guys recall when I showed off this beautiful woman?
Absolutely. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, get ready.
Oh.
Because now she's the emperor.
Oh my gosh.
Snake's favorite wife.
A fair bit bigger than the other one.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've been waiting on this for a year, because when they announce these, you have to pre-order them a year in advance. So I'm still waiting on, there's a Byleth one coming out which is in the dancer outfit. So that comes out in, I think, at the end of this year. So
if there's one thing I appreciate,
she's so beautiful.
It's nice figures.
If only could get it to.
That's a fun one.
Oh yes.
Out of context, it sounds so fuck that. I appreciate a nice figure on a
That's
woman.
not out of context. That's just normal. That's allowed. All right.
we like nice figures on all human beings.
Now, if somebody said I appreciate a bad figure, I'd be like, explain. You have my
Who's
attention.
A baddie?
And my curiosity. A baddie. I did laugh when this guy was playing. He was playing our game Claire Obscure, and when Lune first shows up, he goes, "What the baddie?" And that's a new favorite expression. What the baddie? Whenever a hot character just shows up at a show out of nowhere.
What the baddie?
What the baddie?
Yeah. So she arrived yesterday, which was Valentine's Day, which is a great time to arrive.
Congratulations.
Red.
You get that on Valentine's and I throw up, bruh. I'm jealous.
For the Emperor, I turn into like a 40k stan whenever I think about Edelgard. I'm like, yo, the Emperor. For the Emperor.
Well, what do I have that I'm like that for?
Your Kentaro figure, of course.
That was from a friend / fan. He wanted to get rid of it / sell it, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, actually.
So I gotta add a discount. He's also missing one of his hands. You just can't tell because it's right against the shelving unit next to him where the play statue is. But that fist is completely gone. Because if I didn't get rid of that fist, he wouldn't fit. Sorry, go ahead, Snake.
The funny thing about Edelgard is that people joke about this as well, is the fact that in the 5-year time skip during Three Houses, she doesn't get any taller.
Huh, well
she's already on the short side. She doesn't grow at all. Whereas the other characters, like Bernadetta, the short mousy girl, and Lysithea, the short childish girl, they're both taller than her after the time skip. But it's weird, because in the Musou game 3 Hopes, which is set 2 years later rather than 5, she does get taller. For some reason in that, she gets like a couple inches taller. And they don't explain why, she just does.
Well, I mean, that's I mean, to be fair, stranger things have happened. I feel like height is just always subjective. Like, I mean, Ryu's supposed to not be 6 feet,
Yes,
but he clearly is in all
right.
the Street Fighter games.
You're right, dog. Stranger things did happen, and people.
I'm so happy I never committed to that show.
I was about to
everyone's
think about
pissed,
that
apparently.
show too.
I'm very happy I never committed to it because everyone seems upset.
Just season 1.
It feels like a lot of shows. It feels like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, like
which I'm
only
currently
prestige
watching right now.
television
My
work.
girlfriend, we're watching Better Call Saul, and I do like it.
Dog, I'm on season 2 of Breaking Bad.
Nice.
Me too.
I won't spoil
fucking
nothing,
love
but
the
yeah,
show
you're
right
gonna
now.
love both of them
Thank
for
you.
different reasons because they have a similar tone, but completely different cast of characters. Not just like physically, but I mean even the way they act is like very different. It's refreshing.
Yes.
I was worried
That's awesome.
it was just gonna be more Breaking Bad, and it's not. So I love Breaking Bad. I just wanted Saul to be different, and it is. So very happy.
That's awesome to hear then. Great.
Oh yeah, it's fun. I still haven't watched Peacemaker season 2. I still haven't watched other shows too that I have to catch up on, but oh well. At least I have that. Okay, what's next on our little list, guys? I guess because Snake's done with his statue.
You can briefly talk about Nioh 3 if you want to, Snake.
Yeah, so I got a review code
yeah.
for Nioh 3, and I
Ooh.
played through it to put up a review.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to that. It has thrown a bit of a wrench into my plan because I was thinking, okay, so A Line Through Time, 10th anniversary, let's get some episodes out. So I wanted to revisit the Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden, Nioh shared universe. So we've got Ninja Gaiden 4 and Ragebound to talk about. Nioh 3. Problem is, Nioh 3's DLC is being really spread out, where the first one comes out by September, and the second one is out next February. So I can either delay the episode until next February and talk about it then, or just say, fuck it. We'll just do another episode a couple of years later talking about that and DOA, whatever's coming out. I don't know. So it's like, guys, come on. So because of how spread out it is, I have to assume it's more open world maps that we're going to be getting rather than just like linear areas, which there are a few of in the game. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that and what new weapons they could possibly add. Please, for the love of God, give us another ranged weapon. They add 2 new weapons every game or set of DLC. Every time there's 2 new weapons, melee every time. And now we're still on the same 3 ranged weapons that we've been using since the beginning, even though this game has an era where characters have revolvers. There's a guy with a revolver, you fight him as a boss, and you can't get a revolver. They had revolvers in Rise of the Ronin. Give us fucking revolvers. We need more range options.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Yes, it's a really good game. I'm currently going through New Game Plus.
Oh wow, nice.
Because the way Nioh is kind of set up basically is that you do the main game, then you do New Game Plus, then you do the DLC. Because the DLC's difficulty tends to be tweaked towards people who have stuck with the game after launch and have gone through New Game Plus, so they still have a challenge waiting for them. So if you jump right into the DLC, you're gonna get rocked.
Yeah, that's always an interesting thing
I
about
think
the Nioh series that even my friends said. It's like you're gonna play the game, then you're gonna play New Game Plus, then you're gonna play the DLC. I'm like, what the fuck is this like ordering of what? Huh? It's like that's how apparently they all work and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I struggled with that with Wolong because that one didn't grip me as much as Nioh 2 did. So when I played through Wolong, which is like the Three Kingdoms equivalent, I think I just played the new game and then went straight to the DLC when that came out because I didn't carry on playing it because I had other stuff to do. But with Nioh 3, yeah, I'm sticking with it. I've also refined the design of my character. I've got a way better outfit now than what was in the video. So when I do the Align Through Time, you're going to see much better outfits for this character. Maybe they'll be even better than what they are now based on what the DLC adds. But one of the items I put on is literally like complete the game and you get this clothing option. It's like, okay.
So question, since you play Nioh 2, how would you compare this with Nioh 2?
Ooh. Well, it's certainly easier. Like, I think they've been getting easier and easier each time, because Nioh 1 was fucking difficult. But I feel like there's a lot more options available to you in Nioh 2 and 3. And 3 especially, because like I said in the review, because of the way they've redesigned ninjutsu and the way you can summon certain yokai, you have a lot more ranged options, so you can just stay down range and just spam. And it's actually really easy to get your ninjutsu back, because it recharges by either attacking with melee or getting a good timing on your dodge. So if you just dodge an enemy attack, you get some of your ninjutsu back. It's just like, oh no, I have no shurikens left. Oh, dodge. Here's a couple more shurikens to throw your way. And then you can get certain skills that can give you more options. Like, one skill I've got equipped makes it that every the yokai I can summon, because you can get up to 2 of those, each of those has twice as many summons. So I can get 2 Ibaraki dojis in there with a giant lightning fist. It's so cool.
That's sick. Yes. But now it's going to be longer before he plays Clair Obscur, damn it. That's the only downside of this story. We need Snake to join us on the island of I've played one of the best games in years.
That's true.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, Dog has been DMing his like journey of Clair Obscur to me behind the scenes, and I'm like thoroughly enjoying it. Be like, oh yeah, he got to this point. Oh yeah, he got to this point, and stuff like that.
It's been a long time since I was eager to like get done with my work and then just play a video game. Usually I just want to like watch videos or brush up on current events or start planning the next video. But because of this game, I wanted to actually play my games. I wanted to play Clair Obscur, and my girlfriend was getting a bit tired of it. She was. And it doesn't help that the DLC, which I'm finally ready for, because you have to like level up pretty high to be ready for the DLC. Now that I'm playing the DLC, I think it's like she went from almost liking the game to being like, what the hell are you playing? Because the DLC is this rainbow. For anyone watching not aware, the DLC is like completely not related at all pretty much to the story. And it looks like someone vomited rainbows everywhere. So, yeah.
That's one way to put it without spoiling it, yes.
Which is fun, because after you're done playing the hardcore game, and the game does have some, like, it's drama, right? So when you get to that silly version, you're like, okay, this is fun. Okay, it's just them having fun with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I definitely recommend Nioh 3 for people who like the Souls-like games, although there is a difficulty spike when you get to the higher difficulties. But you get to New Game Plus, it's like, oh, this is notably tougher than what was before. Like, before, you do kind of need to get into the melee stuff more, compared to spamming fireballs down range.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So if you're looking for the real challenge, that's where you'll find it. And then look forward to whatever the DLC presents. Presumably, they'll add another Hayabusa boss fight. Which era it will be, who knows? I would love to see one who is from the I forget what it's called, the Bakumatsu period, which is like the 3rd era, which is like when Japan was like opening up to Westerners again, and so you start seeing like the blend of Western styles. Like that's where you'd see like women with like boots, like Western boots, rather than the like sandals and socks and that under the traditional Japanese clothes. It's a great blend, and it's such a cool setting that I don't think enough games use, but Koei Tecmo's out here giving us 2 of them, because Rise of the Ronin is the exact same setting, just without the monsters, and it's more focused on like the political conflict stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
so you have 2 great options for open world games set in that period by Team Ninja specifically. I don't know why, but sure.
To be fair, I haven't heard from that team in a while, so it's cool they're making more and more stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be handling DOA, but Ninja Gaiden's been outsourced. The only Ninja Gaiden thing they made last year was the enhanced version of 2. Like the other the 2 new games were outsourced to other studios. Because they're mostly focused on like Nioh now. Which is fine. I mean, like, the last Ninja Gaiden game they made was Ninja Gaiden 3, and that was terrible. So stick to what you're good at, I guess.
Yeah, I really want to spend time someday playing Nioh 2, because I've heard that's a masterpiece, and I'm a huge Souls-like fan, so like that's one of my radar
with my friends. Nioh 2 has co-op, right? I liked it a lot, but I will say in typical Japanese RPG style game fashion, I was a bit confused because they give you so many things right away to like understand, and I was like, okay, so here's this item, here's the shop, here's my demon forms, here's my moves from the demon forms, here's my other moves with this weapon, here's my, I can upgrade the weapon, okay, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a bit easier if you go through each game in order and then get to the DLC. I mean, the first game had 5 weapons, the DLC added 2 more. So if you start with the first game without the DLC, and then add the DLC, and then go through like that, you'll have an easier time adjusting to everything. But there are still a lot of fucking systems, and because I've not played Nioh 2 in a while, it took me a while to get acclimated back into the flow of things.
All right, so I would say let's move on to the next topic, because I'm actually very interested and worried about what happened to Snake here, because he wrote
how God has blighted me this week, which is a reference to the Super Best Friend cast where they did a segment like how has God blighted Pat this week.
Nice.
I see.
So basically,
I need to watch more of them. I missed the fucking Castle Super Beast and stuff. I need to watch more of that.
Do you guys recall when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 for the first time? I'm sure we talked about it on the podcast.
Yes.
Because I've started another playthrough with some of those friends.
So this is your 5th playthrough now.
And I started one when the game first came out, but my computer wasn't good enough, so I just abandoned that one. Although I did load that one to get some footage for the for an ad segment, yeah. Then I did a playthrough up to the middle of Act 3 or so, but then everyone got busy, so we couldn't finish that one. That was the one where I tried to romance Karlach and I missed all these key points because of the Dark Urge plot always taking priority during long rests. So I wasn't able to romance my beautiful red wife. I have a lot of beautiful red wives, in case you can't tell. Then we started another playthrough, which that one got abandoned because one of the players wasn't feeling it anymore.
Oh.
So we abandoned that one during Act 2. Then we started another playthrough where we had 2 of this one. One where we started, we used some mods, and my modded character was Saber, but we abandoned that one very quick after the prologue. But this one that came before that, so this is number 4.
Okay, number 4. Gotcha.
This is the one that, yeah, we're still on Act 3, and just about right after we finished Act 3, I decided, okay, look into it again. I missed those scenes again. I thought I'd gotten the scenes, but once again, I can't romance Karlach because the game has said, well, you didn't meet these requirements at certain key points in the story because the fucking Dark Urge. Someone else is the Dark Urge this time. So basically, so the conclusion we've come to is that on our next playthrough, we have to long rest after every fight or 2. Sorry. We have to keep doing long rests to get all the scenes because once again, yeah, other people get to have their romances, but for some reason, Karlach's like, no, you have to do these specific things. One of them, apparently, you have to kiss her in Act 1, which you can't do unless you like douse her with water or something, or plays someone with burn resistance. Like, who the fuck is supposed to know these things? Like if it was like, oh, how do you romance like Minthara or something like a character you have to do certain things to recruit? Sure, make it all obscure, whatever. This is a main party member that you get in Act 1, and it's like, oh, you have to do all this stupid bullshit. Fuck you.
Hey,
this is ridiculous.
Hey, Snake. If she wasn't best girl, then why would they not make it difficult? Eh? You know, the reward is a lot sweeter when the journey is harder, for it, right? Mm-hmm.
No. At a certain point, it's not satisfying anymore, even when you get it. At a certain point, you're just glad to be done with it.
I get that.
This will be my 3rd fucking attempt when we start that one, which will probably be after we finish this playthrough.
I should probably clarify for anyone not watching who doesn't know. I believe in Nioh it has Dark Souls rules, right? Where when you lose, you just go all the way back to the checkpoint. Doesn't matter how far you got. So that adds to the frustration for sure. Because a lot of those enemies can just one-shot you. Yeah.
Dog?
What?
He's talking about Baldur's Gate 3 right now.
Oh. Shit.
What?
Sorry.
Oh.
Well, then I should say my hot take real quick. I like Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't care for any of the romance options. None of them appealed to me.
Look, he's trying to change the topic. Interesting, isn't it, Snake? What happened here?
I'm not trying to change the topic. I'm trying to just add to it. My bad.
I mean, this just proves that Dog.
No, I did so good listening today. I fucked up one time.
You fucked up major. You fucking thought Baldur's Gate 3 and Karlach was a Nioh thing? But
in my defense, I didn't hear the Karlach part. I like Karlach in Baldur's Gate, but my friend already chose that option.
You didn't hear the Karlach
I was
talk when he was
talking about
holding
Karlach
the
the
figure.
whole
In my
time.
defense, Baldur's Gate 3 is not on our notes, so that's why I got confused.
Because it's how God has blighted
Yeah,
me
that's
this
true.
week.
Yeah.
That's the point.
All right. Well, at least it's funny. We wish we would like start the podcast with this because this is entertainment value.
This is the guy
actually really funny.
this is the fucking motherfucker who, when he edits the episode, will go, "Oh, these two are talking about this thing I don't care about. I'm going to remove that from the episode," and that's why half.
Which
the
is why
episode
Snake
gets
is editing the next one. Get what you want. You try sitting through nonsense and tell me you don't want to skip ahead when you're like 3 hours deep into the edit and they start talking about personas and shit.
Sonic. How many of Dog's boring fighting
It's
game
a fighting
gameplay
game
tangents
channel.
have
It's
you
a
removed?
podcast about fighting games.
How many of his stupid bullshit rants have you removed, Sonic? How often do you cut Dog's content out of the content? How often do you do that,
You
Sonic?
do realize I usually only cut things that shouldn't be on YouTube, but I pretty much keep 90% of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy respects his friend and says, okay, I don't really care about this, but this is a joint venture. It's fine. Dog's like, no, this is a true underdog channel.
That's not true. That's not why I do it. It's because I put a lot of editing into the podcast episodes. And I'm sorry, but when you've been going for like 5 hours and like you're like, man, I just want to get it close to a finished product, and then like usually I'm pretty good about not cutting it out unless it's just for the lulz. But the last episode I had to cut a lot because things came up. But yeah.
So this is probably a bad timing to say how you cut off about like half of like Snake's Fire Emblem update part. And stuff,
I did.
Right. This is probably a bad timing to say this.
No, I did. It's my fault because I should have not only did that part, but I should have also. I feel like if I don't engage enough with you guys during the podcast, you go off the rails, and then I look at the clock.
Right here, this is how you know that Sonic is editing this episode and not
Snake,
Dog.
you're editing it.
If Dog
Snake,
had edited this episode,
you are.
she wouldn't
You
show
are
up
editing
in
it.
She'd be gone.
You are editing it, Snake.
Yeah. We keep changing. Went from the next episode to now this episode.
You are. Anyway.
So
Yeah.
what was happening?
It was all part of my master plan to not have to edit any more videos. To just keep.
You could
No, I'm
have just
kidding. I'm just
asked.
joking. Okay, go ahead, Star Snake. How God has blighted you.
He finished the story already.
Well, I've
Yeah.
explained
So
it
you pretty
now.
much finished. Yeah.
You have to watch the episode to find out, Dog. I'm not
Well, I
repeating
heard you
Explain
do a
the
bunch
entire
of like
thing,
you're trying to
dog.
get all the stuff with your friends, and you kept having to drop off and restart and like start a new thing. And
Oh,
yeah.
fuck my dragon.
Yeah. I heard everything. I just
important
forgot which
context
game
you
you were talking
understand.
about, but I heard like 90% of what you were saying.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. How God has blighted you this week? Me. Dog has blighted Snake this week.
Dude.
Yeah, it's not G-O-D, it's D-O-G. Fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking canine son of a bitch. Fuck you.
Just pull a miskiff.
Enjoy the final episode of the podcast, guys. It's
Where'd
over.
he go? He's off.
Code
No.
came out.
Oh, I can't stop laughing. I'm like crying laughing right now. That's so fucking funny.
Anybody laugh at my miskiff joke?
Didn't hear you, Miss Kiff joke.
Oh no, I just said.
Miss Kip and he left.
Oh yeah, I said miskiff reference.
Fortunately, it got cut from the episode, so we don't have to deal with it. I'm sorry, it didn't make the final cuts, Dog. Unfortunately, I'm sure it was really good, but it's not making the edit.
Unfortunate.
You know what? We'll just release the director's cuts for our paid members. Become a member, hit that join button below the video, and now you can see the full unedited versions without Evil Dog cutting out the extras. You want to hear 5 hours of podcast? There you go.
Release the furry cut as a hashtag we started in the last episode.
You might think, oh yeah, this can be an excuse to cut half a bunch of stuff when I edit. Yeah, but then you have to also edit the full version as well. You have to make 2 edits. That's more work for you if you open this door. Do not open this door, Dog.
I tell you what,
It's
don't
opening for
want that.
me, actually. Don't do that. Holy shit.
Hey, either way, it's like, hey, we might get more work. That'd be nice.
Q&A time, boys. Q&A. Wow, this is something that Snake looked forward to so much, and we're finally going to do this. So I did a kind of a bit in the beginning of this episode where I was like, let's do a funny picture, because literally I just made the community post like while we were recording this. So these are fresh out of the oven.
Right.
Just came out. Boom, boom, pow. Like, just came out of the oven type kind of Q&As that we got here.
I was so annoyed when you did that, because I was thinking, oh, you're going to do it after the episode, and then we have to wait till the next time. But no, you had your head on right. Give us 2 hours
So
together.
this is the screenshot that I posted, by the way. So it looks very lovely, very annoyed-looking Snake, as we can see here.
Oh. Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, I'm giving Dog the side eye. He predicted the future with it. And Dog's just like,
Yep.
with his silliest face, like it's like I'm just. It's like the cat Like I'm the woman screaming at the cat, and he's just there like.
Oh yes, the cat meme. Indeed.
To be fair, I didn't want to do the because everyone does the O face.
True, I kind of did the O face this time.
Yes,
so,
Sonic did it.
So good
Well,
job
everyone does because it works, and
differentiating
it's
this
become a meme that everyone just does the O face, and now it's like so overdone.
I do want to end this episode quick because I'm literally about to faint after this vacation, so I don't really want to do too long questions here. But I will say.
Well, let me wake you up. Let me wake you up. Look.
Reptile.
Hey guys, I'm Reptile. I sure do love being Reptile. Hey, Chameleon, you're not Reptile. I'm Reptile from MK2.
Hello, Toasty.
Oh, Reptile, the real Reptile. I love you so much, baby. Give me some sugar. Oh. Yes, Reptile and Chameleon together at last.
Oh, dog, you now actually see what's happening.
No, I saw you was like getting them closer together, but I didn't think he started like individually moving the heads and having them make out. I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
And they got
baby.
Tongues. They got some real tongues.
Okay, so right there, this is the Patreon exclusive content right now. You know, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be saving this in my own personal folder. You know, no one's gonna ever see this in the light of day. Yeah. So what I was actually also trying to get Ed to while Snake is doing the amazing 4K showcase over there, we have actually some pretty interesting questions. But I'm not gonna lie. Some of these questions are so good that they could take like an hour to answer. Actually, you know
Lord,
what?
I hate this part.
I don't dislike that actually. What if we do kind of do one of these questions that might take longer to answer? Because I do like this one question here. Your question here is so good that I like it. I'm going to pick it here. The question is by Hoseb. Holy shit. Oh, I liked your question. That's awesome. It would have to be Hoseb.
Oh shit, I know the guy. What did do?
Oh, awesome. Okay. So Hoseb's question here is make an MK roster that no one will want to buy the game for.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Okay.
Do you see what I mean? Why
I'll let
this is
Snake
actually
go.
the question? Chronica
As the main character.
Devora. Chronica prequel about the old reality before she took over. And so then you have then you have another Scorpion, but it's not Hanzo, it's not Kuai Liang, it's a different person, it's another Scorpion, and then another Sub-Zero. And people are like, but it's got Scorpion Sub-Zero, but it's not the same. It's not them. It's not the versions I like. It's just some other guy. And it's like a guy who is Reptile, but he's not Reptile. He's just some other lizard guy, but he's called Reptile. And then you have, let's see.
Will Shao Kahn be in this roster?
Well, Shinnok and Cetrion, of course.
Okay.
Shinnok and Cetrion have to make the roster because, they're kids.
Yeah, sure.
And then, Raiden and Liu Kang are DLC.
And
it's like, and they're part of the expansion story, which tells the story of how Chronica was bested the first time and why she's so butthurt about it, but doesn't explain why she won't just erase them from reality if she supposedly can do that. And then, you have to have Shang Tsung, I guess, but it's boring Shang Tsung from MK9.
Boring Shang Tsung?
And he's just there like finish him, kill him, Johnny Cage. Like that, you got him and Sonya still not making the roster. No Katana either. No Melina. No Jade.
Oh my gosh!
No Sindel. No Scarlet.
Sausage
I'm sorry,
Fest.
girly pop stands. None of them are making.
You got to include all the least popular characters, obviously, but also a key element to a truly bad fighting game roster.
Warlord Draman.
Draman's kind of cool though.
One of the key players. Yeah, but people don't like
Cobra's
Draman,
everyone's least favorite, along with
Cobra Kia.
Su Hao. Everyone memes they want him back, but they don't
Cobra.
actually.
Just
so Su
Cobra.
Hao, Cobra. Kira's kind of cool, is the thing. So, people might like Kira.
I mean, we are going with the IGN top 10 worst character list right now. If you're talking about these 3D reps and whatnot.
Jackie Briggs.
Yes.
Just Jackie. None of the
Jackie
other
Briggs is
comments.
her
Just
best
Jackie.
friend.
Just Jackie.
Who's not Cassie. It's like some new character who's not even she just makes the tech. She's not actually that. Kind of like the He-Man new character. I forget her name. She becomes the new Master at Arms. Yeah.
I got it. We do this whole
Jarek.
prequel shenanigan, and just for some fucking reason, no explanation whatsoever, Ko Young's gonna be on the roster. Just Ko Young.
Sure.
Now is the time.
And the DLC ends teasing the Great Kung Lao, but he doesn't make the roster, and people are still somehow surprised that doesn't lead to anything. Somehow, after all these years, people are like, oh, the Great Kung Lao is going to be added to the game.
No, that would have been cool though. That would have been cool.
Just not. It doesn't happen.
Here's what I want to say before I got cut off though, real quick. So, another key element to a truly bad roster is not just including the least popular characters. It's not just including zoom back out camera, whatever. It's not just including the least liked characters and the least popular characters. It's also including a healthy batch of brand new characters that no one gives a shit about because they're really boring.
Ooh. That's true. They got to make a lot of original characters. That's right.
So like generic Special Forces man number 1. 2 Elder Gods, but they're boring because they just like use like regular melee attacks. You know, maybe they include Lucifer, but they make him lame. You know? Which I don't know how you do that, but
yeah, he gets put in his place as a toxic male.
True.
Toxic male.
And that's why Kronika put Shinnok in charge. Like, oh, your destiny is to replace this toxic male influence on the multiverse. It must be destroyed. But then people will notice, well, she's all about balance, and shouldn't she like get rid of like toxic women as well? And the developers are like, that doesn't exist. That's not real. And it's like, no, that's not balance though. You're doing it wrong again. You don't understand how this works. And then just cap it off. Do you know who plays Kronika?
Oh, who plays Kronika?
Not Jennifer Hale. They don't get her. Well, she can play a different character.
Sure,
but she's not playing Kronika. Kronika is played by generic celebrity cameo who can't act.
Just like a random one or a returning one? Are we talking about here?
Any, doesn't matter. So if you want it to be Megan Fox, it can be
Megan Fox again. She's got the entire
People
game.
are like, yo, she's Sean in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Come on.
it'd probably be Sydney Sweeney since they're shoving her into everything.
That's not a bad choice. Sydney Sweeney's not a bad choice.
You say that, but you haven't seen The Housemaid's
Secret.
Secret.
Not a bad actress, though, from what I recall.
But then again, I think the political stuff might political stuff involving her that might interfere with NetherRealm's current things. So maybe they wouldn't, but who knows? Maybe they would. Maybe they'd be really to make sure no one buys it. Not even like the people who are like politically brain rotted on the left. It's like, no, even they won't play it because it's got this horrible right-wing grifter, whatever the fuck they say about it. Oh, so no one's satisfied. Everyone hates it. Everyone hates something about this game, and then it just ruins it for everyone.
They're doing the eugenics meta right now.
That's brilliant. We've made the greatest Mortal Kombat game.
Took all this time.
What even is the plot?
Finally. Well, it's about Kronika and her rise to power from it's basically the plot of Ghost of Yotei.
Oh.
If the main character was Kronika. She loses everything, and then she's mother, so she rescues her children, and then she like comes back and like kills all these toxic males.
And for some reason, like Jackie's in this game, Cole Young is in this game.
I mean, Cole can fit in anywhere because he's not canon, so you can just do anything. Jackie's just there.
Jackie's gonna be like Takeda in Mortal Kombat 1. It's just like, how the fuck is this character here? Oh, it's the cousin of someone now.
Oh yeah, she's Jax's cousin. Jax exists. You just never see
No, she's Jax's mother now. Yeah, that's make it creepy.
Oh yes,
let's make it creepy.
It really weird and dumb.
Exactly. Why not? Dude, this is gonna be like the worst game ever because like the Zaterrans are like completely like gone. They don't exist in this timeline whatsoever.
Well, no, you can have a reptile. It's just that. Oh no, you have a reptile. It's not Sizoth. It's another guy called Reptile, and he's one of those feathered dinosaurs.
I kind of would like that actually. Do you like Reptile from like the canceled like trailer? What was it called? Like you know, like the bad looking Baraka Reptile.
Rebirth.
Yeah, I do like that kind of reptile. Then I would be
yeah,
disgusted.
he's just a guy with harlequin ichthyosis.
Exactly. Yeah, do like that.
Yo.
Just do that. There you go. You'd ruin it.
Yeah, and so then his fatality said being like Yoshi tongue ripping the head off. He just goes up to him and goes, and just starts chomping on like a zombie.
Reptile guys, we all love it, right, guys? Yeah. Ooh, here's another angle you can take it for the make a roster nobody will want kind of idea. Have every single like main character, like Liu Kang, Raiden, all these people, all played by popular celebrities in the game.
Oh lord! But most importantly, ones that can't voice act, because maybe some can, you know.
It's like ones who just don't make sense. Like, oh, here's like an older martial arts guy to play Liu Kang, and it's like, but Jackie Chan's a poor fit. He's too old.
Oh.
It doesn't make any sense. But it's like, but he's played Liu Kang, and like Johnny Cage is.
Shut up. It's like a Ryan Reynolds. There we go, Ryan Reynolds.
I think Ryan Reynolds would actually be a good fit, to be honest. He was my personal fan cast.
He would be Ryan Reynolds, not Johnny Cage, you know. But I get what you mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, so he's just doing a bunch of ad libs like he does in Deadpool.
Yeah.
So he's just Deadpool if he was pretty.
Pretty. But
no, he's written like Deadpool, performed like Deadpool. He has Ryan Reynolds' face, but he's not got his voice. He was too expensive for that.
Oh, just the voices.
So someone else does the voice. A terrible impression of Ryan Reynolds.
That's it. But did you kind of get what I was getting at, by the way, guys? I was sort of doing like a joke about the new Street Fighter movie. But what if they turn that into a game? You know what I mean? That's sort of what I'm getting at with Mortal Kombat. Which, didn't they do that with the original Street Fighter movie?
Yeah, they made a fighting game with it, where they basically just did the MK thing of digitizing the actors.
Yeah, that's sort of why. Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm just kind of thinking of it that way. Because did that sell badly or not? I'm assuming it didn't. I'm assuming it did sell badly, is what I'm saying.
I would assume so.
Yeah, so that's... So my roster idea is all the characters are replaced by, like, celebrities. People would, like, be so fucking mad about that. I think that would piss off a lot of people.
Yes. Yeah. So we've identified all the terrible things they could do except for one, which is they look at the roster and go, there aren't enough dark-skinned characters in this. We need to add more. And then someone looks over at Scarlet on the roster and goes, she does have red hair.
Dun, dun,
and so I was like, no, we can't do that. No, that's going too far. And that person gets fired. It's Netflix. It's a Netflix thing. Netflix is like, okay, Netflix is like, look, people don't watch movies. They put it on the second screen. So you need to have the characters narrate what they're doing. And so like, you know, the woman narrating the game, but it's the characters. So Reptile's like, I am now leading you into the living forest. And it's like, oh no, that is a demon swordswoman. We must fight her. Oh no, I have been defeated by this demon swordwoman. But I have not.
I've seen that sword. It's enchanted.
I have blades coming from my arms.
That blade's enchanted. Well, that does sound like a line that they would add.
Well, it's just straight from MK1. Yeah.
This is so like...
Quan Chi's like, give me your crystal, Megan Fox.
Sorry, fellas.
Nitara. Like, just calling out everything that happened, and it's like, oh, please stop.
This is like so off topic, but to like, he needs the bathroom. But in order to appeal to like the casual audiences, they're gonna do like the anime arena fighter thing, which I guess in some like modern games are doing now. And instead of doing the complicated combos like they can do now, it's just like a press one button kind of combo kind of thing. So everybody can play the game casually now. Yay! I can do a combo with just one button.
It'll play like Shaolin monks.
I mean, that would be good.
Like, that style.
That's a good thing. If it plays like that.
Yeah, where it's like you have like 3 different combo strings, but they don't mesh with each other. And the special moves, it's like you hold this button and press this button, and you have 4 special moves per character, and that's how it plays. Like I like the way Shaolin Monks plays, but if you're going to build a whole game with a full roster around that, that's a bad.
Yeah, I see what you mean there. Well, we are trying our best to make the worst roster possible, and I somehow think we're not gonna be worse than the next MK game.
Oh no, there's one more thing. Netflix, in charge of the franchise, says, well, now you need to put in a guest character from one of our originals, and then we get, well, who is the greatest Netflix original character that would fit in MK where they can do the violence and have it inflicted upon them? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh yeah, he's an original for sure. He's definitely not existed.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Did not even think about that one.
What's the other one called? Ed Gein. Jeffrey Dahmer and Ed Gein are the guest characters for this game.
Oh, that's gonna definitely make no one want to play the game.
Yeah, I think we've crushed it. I think we fucking crushed this request.
Yeah.
Great job. You're welcome, Hosep.
That was a brilliant question, Hosep. Yeah. Thank you so much. That was so
that's
good.
That's why I wanted to pick it to end this topic. Basically, it's just really fun. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you guys are gonna love our reaction to the MK2 trailer next week.
Keep sending in the questions for the Q&A, because I really want to make this like a major part of the thing. The problem is we go on too many tangents, the episodes get too long. This time we'll only be going for like less than 2.5 hours.
I'm impressed. We have like so many topics and we blasted through them like really fast. Like this is shorter than our average episodes.
Yeah, we did good.
Great job, everybody.
Looking forward to more questions next time. We probably will talk about the MK trailer. I guess it's content. Fuck it. I mean, let's be honest. What are we really spoiling for ourselves if we just watch the trailer? It's probably gonna be shit anyway, so who cares? So
I want to be not spoiled of the shit. I want the shit to be fresh out of the bum.
We'll also talk about Sonic's new video. We can probably talk about Dog's content as well. So and my content as well.
Yeah.
We've got stuff we can talk about. I'm sure it should be a good episode. I'm looking forward to this one. Looking forward to what the intro is going to be. Which part of rage or disbelief will make it in, Sonic? What do you think?
I have no idea.
You got several really good options for this one. You could even fabricate an argument that doesn't exist out of all this and make it something really funny.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Actually, I have no idea what to put on the green screen this time. Yes.
Yes, you.
It can't be 24. It can't be 3 hours of that, Snake. Come on now. It can't. I will, but you can't. Oh shit! My green screen's on
Guys, if he doesn't do it, let us know. See, the green screen wants you to do it. Let us know in the comments if he doesn't put that in the episode. Tell him that you wanted it, and then we can get in the next episode.
It'll be in the episode somewhere, like maybe for 1 second or some shit.
Baby, yeah, spit on me. Oh yeah,
baby. That is not how we're gonna end the
episode. No, it's disgusting. Stop it.
Dog is now just looking at the screen and disbelief. It's like he's already so out of this shit. He's like, he cut the furry shit out of the last episode. He's like, I'm so done with this shit.
Sorry, it's a safety mechanism. I just tune out when that happens. Ever since Sonic tried to. No, I'm kidding.
Ever since what did I do? What the fuck did I do?